How are you?
I'm good.
Sorry about that. I actually had it set to where okay, so we started out on members only and I was trying to keep it that way. And then when I switched over like on StreamYard, it's like public, unlisted or private and I thought I had it on unlisted, but apparently it switched to private, so it privated the stream. I don't know. I don't know how all that works cuz I don't really do members only lives very often.
I thought I broke it.
No. It was definitely not you. It was all me. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. I fucked something up. I was like, oh God, I knew I messed something up. As soon as it started going all weird and I was like, Cappy, she can't hear us and we can only hear each other. And I think I fucked something up. Did I just private everything? She's like, it's gone. I'm like, what do you mean it's gone? She's like, I don't know. It's just gone. I was like, oh, great. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody and you, Katie. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But
you're good.
it did give me a chance to get everything loaded up. So I have the screenshots and everything you were talking about. So I'm sorry to make you start over again because I know there's probably people in here who didn't hear anything that was going on, who didn't hear about any of it.
Okay.
So if you can, would you start over? And I have the screenshots to go with it as you're talking.
Okay.
I believe anyways. So this is the one you said here. This is the one that you said where they've asked her not to come back, right?
Yep. That's
Okay.
the mother's statement on Facebook.
Okay, I'll let you go ahead and start over again. So this morning voice okay, so you came into the chat, you said this morning voices had doxed you or put your information out on the live stream, right?
Yep. So this
Okay,
morning
well,
I woke up to voices doing a live with my face on the live of my private messages with the stepmother of a case that she's supposedly the advocate on, the victim's advocate. And she essentially is doxing me. My face has never been out there. It's not public. It's not public on this platform. On Facebook, there's a few pictures, but you'd have to dig for them. My Facebook is private. So the stepmoms, I'm assuming it's the stepmom, sent the messages to Voices, and instead of Voices blurring out my face, since it's private, my face has never been on YouTube, she showed everybody my face and showed everybody the communication, well, some of the communication between me and the stepmom. Lying about some of it, but yeah. That was Friday morning. I messaged the stepmom after hearing Voices go on a few panels and saying some things.
Now she she kept saying that you were a granny simp. You said earlier.
Yeah.
And what do you mean by like that? She just seen you in the chat a couple times, or what do you mean? Like, does she think you support her or what?
I don't know if she's seen me in grannies or not. I don't really comment in grannies very much. I've been in grannies 4, maybe 5 times. I was in grannies yesterday on and off. Where she was reviewing.
So she's just kind of seen you around in the chats then.
Maybe. I think she's just automatically assuming I'm a granny simp. I don't know that she's necessarily seen me in grannies. Like I said, I don't really comment in grannies.
You know,
Last night though, I was gifted a membership in grannies, so I commented, I guess I'm not a troll anymore since I'm a member. because I was gifted a, if you're hanging out in there, whether you comment or not, and you're in there and somebody gifts memberships, you can be gifted a membership. Well, I was gifted a membership yesterday. So I've only been in there like maybe 4 or 5 times, simply because she was talking about something I was interested in, mainly something to do with Voices. Excuse me. I'm not a granny simp. It's not that I don't dislike Granny. I don't know Granny. Have I enjoyed listening to some of her stuff? Sure, but I wouldn't say I'm a supporter because I don't know her. But I don't dislike her either. So it's like, it's a ridiculous comment to make. I'm not a Granny simp. And I had told her multiple times in Brittany J's, where she kept calling me a Granny simp, no, I'm actually from Queens, and before that, I didn't like you when you followed MGL around. So, the hate goes far beyond this supposed granny simp shit. But in Brittany J's, I used to be a member in Brittany J's, like when she first started doing Kylie Rodney. I left because the stuff that was going on with the Kylie Rodney case, I didn't agree with it, and I left.
Yeah, because she was really.
Yeah, it was rough.
Out of that case. I mean, she started covering it fine, but it got to a point where it was like every live stream, every time, it was bad. I know what you mean.
Yeah, it was rough.
Left because of that. Yeah.
And I kept saying there, like, they kept calling me a troll, and I'm a granny simp, and I'm a granny troll. I'm like, I'm not a troll. I used to be a paid member in Brittany's channel, so stop calling me a flippin' troll. Like, just because you don't like my question,
it really fucks with the subscribers and the subs. As long as I've been here, like, it's always been like a golden rule where you don't go after subscribers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't go after subscribers. If you go after one subscriber, people feel like you'll go after all of them. And there's a lot of them that, there's a lot of them that are sick with like cancer and things like that sit at home and they really don't do anything but get on here and watch people, and I mean, they get really nervous and they get really scared because a lot of people don't want to be doxxed, they just want to come on here and watch. But then there's other people who talk shit, like there's subscribers that get in here and start shit and talk shit, and you know what I mean? So it's a little bit different because they ruin it for a lot of other people who don't,
And I'm sure most people notice I don't talk shit. I barely even comment even in yours, and I've been a member for over a year.
No, yeah, I'm not speaking directly on you. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't go around. I hop on many, many different people's channels, but I don't go around starting shit and stirring shit. I don't even talk on most people's channels. that I support and don't support. But when there's clear evidence that people are lying and doing certain things, especially when
you just cut out.
Drives me crazy.
There you go. Yeah.
And all I did was go into Brittany's. I'm not a sub over there anymore. I'm not a paying member over there anymore, even though I used to be, and ask questions based on evidence. Evidence that was clearly showed not only on Granny's page, but other people's pages. And it's all over on the family's pages and other places. Like, all you have to do is look and you will find the evidence to see that Voices was lying. Clearly lying. It doesn't take much to see. And because she didn't like my questioning, we were being called names. And it's just ridiculous. Like, just because people question you and that questioning might be hard doesn't mean they're attacking you. Doesn't mean they're a troll. Doesn't mean they're a simp for somebody you don't like. Like, it's ridiculous. So Voices started putting all these different things together with people who she hates, which, by the way, I hate some of them. I wouldn't say hate because I don't hate anybody, but I don't like either. Saying that I'm a granny simp. I don't dislike Granny, but saying I'm a granny simp. And Granny, I guess, gets along with Tiffany Taboo, and she put up this.
Now that one right there is a fucking problem.
Yeah, I can't stand Tiffany Taboo. I think she's vile. But she put up this screenshot.
She's a big problem for sure.
She put up this screenshot this morning. Tried to link me to these two women and say, well, look at this screenshot. Tiffany Taboo and Granny are working together to dig into my life and tell people to go real life on me and call the police on me and da-da-da-da. Because they had communication with each other talking about Devontae's case, another case that Voices is working on. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's the one she went on Ickenmel and was talking about. Yep, okay.
And I have nothing to do with Devontae's case. I've been following Devontae's case because I follow Ickenmel. I've been a member on Ickenmel's for almost 3 years.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been following Ickenmel for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
But I have nothing to do with Tiffany. I can't stand her. I don't know Granny. I've only been on her channel maybe 5 times, like I said. So to try to connect me to them because they made a post between each other on something of Ickenmel's, like, it's just the shit ever. Because I
hear you. I was gonna say I'm listening. I hear you. I mean, you are cutting out a little bit, like you just cut out just now for me. I don't know if you're cutting out for the entire chat, but you cut out for me.
Okay, let me see.
There we go. Now I can hear you better. Okay. There we go.
Okay. I contacted the stepmom because I personally heard her say on several panels stuff that she should not be repeating, whether it's in the public already or not. If you're a victim's advocate, you don't repeat the things that she's repeating. You don't say the things she's saying about family members.
Well, not only that, though, I'm not sure how long you've been around this channel, but I've always, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, but I've always said, a real victim's advocate is not going to come on here and make more victims. It's just not going to happen. That's not, I don't believe that anyone that does that on here is a victim's advocate. I'm sorry. I just don't. That's my personal opinion. I have the right to my own opinions.
I agree. But if she wants to say she's their victim's advocate in real life, you don't come on YouTube and say bad things about family members. You don't publicize things about the children of the victim. Now, the minor children of the victim, whether they've been publicized or not. You don't repeat them.
The post that was sent in. Okay, so there's a missing girl named Katie, and this is the stepmother, right?
Yeah.
So the stepmother made this post, and on it says, "I had an advocate. She has a
No,
YouTube.
this is the post from the biological mother, whom is also the legal next of kin to the victim. And she posted this on her Facebook page, I believe on the 17th of November, pertaining to voices.
So this is on the mother's Facebook page. Where's the rest of
Yes.
the context? Excuse me, I can't talk today.
I'm not sure. This isn't my screenshot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had seen this one. I didn't know. We
This
didn't
is
know
the
like where
mother,
it came
Mona.
from. Yeah, I didn't know where it
Yeah,
came
so
from.
the stepmother was okay. So the stepmother, she was very nice and acted like she was on my side. Something at all for not wanting to help find Katie Ferguson while I kept working with detectives and DCI and the federal government, everybody to find Katie. I had an advocate. She had a YouTube channel, Voice for the Voiceless. I quickly learned that she was manipulating and slandering my family. So I told her, I want nothing more to do with you. Do not speak of my daughter, Catherine Ferguson. I do not want you to have anything to do with it. She didn't stop, and went to the stepmother, got her involved. The stepmother is acting like the mother in the situation. They had nothing to do with all of it. They did not want to help me one bit. The family has a rift in it now because of this lady. The stepmother and the father now wanting to get involved. They wanted nothing to do with me until me and my son put up a GoFundMe. I just want my daughter found.
That's heartbreaking. I know I heard voices say something about.
Read the rest of it because it's all cut off.
Yeah.
You know.
And the thing is like the stepmom posted on her social media on Facebook that they got on November 11th, they got a victim's advocate appointed to them by the detective. Well, Voices is saying that's not how she became the victim's advocate. Somebody gave a number to Nicole to get in touch with her. Well, how is that possible then? How are you the victim's advocate if the family members are saying on November 11th, the detective appointed, which is how it's supposed to happen, the detective appointed a victim's advocate for them? It makes no sense whatsoever. Like, whatsoever. I think, personally, I think that she reached out to them in some form or fashion to help them, which is fine. I mean, whatever. But when a family then says step down, you step down. You're not their professional victim's advocate. You're not appointed by the detectives or any agency to be their advocate. And the next of kin is telling you to stop. She's calling you out by name, and she's telling you why she wants you to stop. It's just ridiculous to me.
Yeah, and Chico says here, or Chica, I'm sorry, this post is on the mother's Facebook page. I'm sorry, but I'm going to believe the mother over Voices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think the stepmother is just getting pulled into it because Voices, when the mother and the sisters and the brother no longer wanted contact with her, Voices geared her views towards the father and the stepmother because she still wanted to be part of this case. And so she hooked into the stepmother and garnered sympathy and was like, look, they're being crazy and I still want to help with this case. And, you know, and the stepmother knew better. She had no idea.
Driving the wedge between the family members when they need to be coming together.
Right. And when you hear the stepmother talk about
missing,
when you hear the stepmother in those videos talk about, you know, we don't want the tension and the drama and da 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 da, she's talking about within the family and not about YouTube or social media was not a problem within this family. They weren't attacking this family. They weren't putting wedges in this family. You can go look anywhere on social media. It's all over social media. Their Facebook pages, web sleuths, on any of like news articles, go in the comment sections underneath of them. There is no drama surrounding the case. There is no attacking of the families in those comment sections. There's none of that. So it almost seems like somebody, without naming names, somebody is stirring up some kind of drama to make conflict. And a lot of that seems to have started around the brother and the GoFundMe. But Voices doesn't have a right to tell the family that they can't make a GoFundMe. That's not her place. If the family wants to make a GoFundMe, that's their right. She can't tell them they can't do that. It's not her business. If they want to pay a tax on it, they can pay a fucking tax on it. Like, it's not her business. And she got upset because they wanted to make a GoFundMe. And she took it out on
shamed them. From what I heard, she said some vile shit for the reason why the reason why they started that GoFundMe. She said some vile things about the mother and the brother, or something. I think it was the mother and the brother, and I was just like, ooh.
And no victim advocate ever talks like that about families. Whether you have tension as a victim, as an advocate, whether you have tension with the family or not, you never air that shit.
No. Never. And you don't cause more harm in victims' real lives. They're already going through enough. Stop it.
And the thing is, like, one of her biggest complaints is that the mother wanted to use funds from the GoFundMe to put tags on her plate, on her car. Well, that's her. If she wants to do that, business. She wants to go from Alabama to Arkansas to look for her daughter, and she needs tags for her plate. By all means, let her do it.
Right.
She wants to go search for her daughter, and if that's what it means, spending $200 on tags for her plate, right, or tags for her car, then so frickin' be it.
So if she needed to get her oil changed in her car, right. So if she needed to get her oil changed in her car, she needed new tires to go and search for her daughter, then it's nobody's business.
Right.
You either give or you just shut up.
But Voices had a problem with how they were wanting to spend the money, and then caused a big hullabaloo about it. And that's where this infighting came in. Voices caused that. Not YouTube, not social media. Voices.
I saw somebody made a comment that was really good. Now I can't find it. It's too far up. But they said if I had a victim's advocate, I sure wouldn't want them on YouTube telling all my family business. Because we've all got messed up families. I mean, ain't no, leave it to Beaver. He's been gone a long time. And we've all got issues. So anybody could be a victim of a violent
problem. You don't know somebody's family dynamics.
Right.
You don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they live with the stepmom and the dad. You don't know if they live with the mom and the stepdad. You don't know if they are not seen them. You have no fucking clue what goes on in someone's family goddamn dynamics to be getting your fucking self involved in it.
And it's none of her business.
For that. Just like with Marvon, with Marvon and his mom and all that. To find out, you know what I mean? The real mom hadn't even been in his life. Grandma raised him.
Right.
I mean, it gets fucking out of hand. People think they know. They want to get involved and they stick their fucking nose into shit and make it way worse. And it's irritating as hell.
Yep.
Well, and it's understandable that even if they weren't in her life very much, that when a tragedy happens, he might want to, come back around and be a part and advocate for her in her tragedy. That's completely acceptable. But Voices acting as though the mother is stopping him from doing these things. He can go to the police station and get this information himself. The mother does not have to give it to him. He can go and get the information himself. Like, nobody's stopping him from doing it but himself, if that's the case. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to trash the mother as though she was stopping the information flow. No, she wasn't. But she's the only one that has legal right to the information. She's the only legal next of kin. Sorry. And Voices would know that if she was actually a victim's advocate. Like,
And there's all kinds of different advocates, and it's just a really slippery slope. But I can tell you right now, an advocate, any advocate, whether it be in a medical profession or whatever, you don't get in the middle of the pot. You advocate for that family, for that
Right.
missing person, but you stay out of the swamp. And every family's got a swamp. Every
Right.
family. There ain't and you stay out of it. You know,
Right.
you don't do that. And they're already hurting enough. My God.
Well, and
Jeez,
she's
it
not
makes me
just
sick.
in the swamp, she's airing all of the dirty laundry from
Right.
the swamp. And that's
Right. But
part
I
of the
mean
problem
every
I've
family
had.
has a swamp. It just depends on how big and how deep your swamp is. But if I sat there and if I had a tragedy in my family and I opened up to my victim's advocate and I shared some things, and oh my God, it just, nobody should know all this mess.
Right.
It's just gross. It's gross.
And the
Sorry.
reason I went to the stepmom was like it disgusted
You want
me
your
hearing what
messages put up here where
you can.
the screenshots that you had sent me? Do you want those up or?
Yeah, you can put them up.
Okay, I didn't want
It,
to. You know what I mean? I think they're in order, but I could be wrong.
okay. Yeah, that was the first one I sent. So I want to correct voices in this. She was telling everybody that I sent them the first sentence or first message I sent was, "Here's your so-called advocate." I did not write that. That's the title of the video, dumbass. Anyways, I sent that video so that she could see exactly what voices is like, because it's all voices. Like, it's not me having to explain it. It's
Right,
voices being voices. Like, it's nobody talking about voices or explaining who she is. It's literally voices being voices.
right. It's all
Even
her
though I
own
can't
stuff.
stand Tiffany Taboo and it's her
Right.
video.
Yeah, I get
So
that. I get that too.
so then I sent like a little paragraph explaining, like, you know, she's going on these panels talking about the babies and spreading more gossip. It's gossip. There is no news article out there that talks about these babies. There's no news article out there that talks about the brother and his issues. There's no news article out there that talks about the mother and all her issues. There is none. That is spreading
Right.
gossip.
There shouldn't be any out there like that. They're just come on now.
There isn't. I've read
And
so many articles. It's not even funny from the beginning of the
after
case.
somebody's got feedback a little bit.
Uh oh.
Well, it's gone. I think it's gone now. But it says
Okay.
so. After you wrote this paragraph, it says we are no longer working with her.
Yes, and I was sufficient with that. I wasn't looking for communication with her at all. I was looking to let her know she's talking about these babies on a panel, and it's gross. Like, do you know what I mean? So she wrote me back. Voices did not show people that stepmom wrote me back, letting me know that they are no longer working with Voices. Well, then stepmom wrote me back, and I didn't see the message, but she wrote me back again and wrote a message and then deleted it. I'm very curious as to what that message said. I wish I would have seen it, but she deleted it before I saw it. Then I think she blocked me because now I can't write her. But not that I would write her, but it's just Voices doesn't care to show the part where the family says we're not working with her. And when a family keeps saying we're not working with you, you need to stop. Like, you need to stop. Now, not only has the
Yeah, it's
mother made
definitely
the
time to
statement.
stop and stay away from that family. Obviously, they don't want to work with you. They don't want anything to do with you. They've said it several
Right,
times. It's time for you to leave that family alone.
right. So now you have the statement of the biological mother on Facebook, but now you have the stepmother writing it in a message. And it certainly isn't faked because freaking Voices showed this shit herself and said it's from the
Right.
stepmom. It's like, oh, like, and for her to act like this was like Granny hurting the family, it's not. Like, from my perspective, it was some of us anyways trying to point out Voice's hurting the family. She's bringing all of this drama to YouTube. Stop doing it. Like, YouTube is not harming this family. They're just not. And it's very clear to see. Voices is bringing drama from YouTube, from her personal drama from YouTube, to the family. And that's where the problem comes up. And in all that rage,
her problems with them, other creators have nothing to do with anything else. Yeah.
Right. But within all that rage that she has towards people like Granny, she's spewing stuff like the baby being burned and the drama with the brother and the mom's warrants. She's spewing that stuff in the mix of all of her hate for Granny. That's harming the family. That's harming the family. And that's what she is not getting. That's what people want to stop. It's not appropriate.
People are saying they didn't see this message. But yeah, this is, I was going to say, I'll leave it up here for a minute because yeah, that is, it says we are no longer working with her. So
she didn't show this. She didn't show this particular part of it because she didn't want to show the stepmom's reply to me. Because it would show that the stepmom saying she's no longer working with Voices.
Right.
So then after she...
Okay, somebody said question. Hold on real quick. Question. Yeah. The day GW had a live, Voices said she was having an interview with Fox News and the family. If they stopped working with her, would it have been done after? Was the interview real or did it ever exist?
I don't know about that. Voices says she was in an interview. She says she has proof of it, but I haven't seen any proof of it. And this was after my writing the family was after that. If that is what she's asking. I wrote the family Friday morning. The interview Fox thing, I think, was Thursday during Granny's live. Who is on panel? My name's Katie. I was the butt of Voices Live this morning.
Yeah,
I'm just the sub.
Chat. I was like, what the hell happened? What is going on?
I'm just the sub. I'm a nobody, really. I was pretty shocked by it.
Yeah, when you said you were doxxed on or that she had shown your face and stuff, I'm like, what the hell happened? Oh, we got quite a little. I don't know what's going on. Are you on earbud? Do you have earbuds in?
No.
Okay. We got a little bit of feedback.
Uh-oh. You want me to get my earbuds?
No. I was saying you got your YouTube paused?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just StreamYard. It could just be StreamYard tinkering with us,
After she did the live, she posted my stuff on her community post. I reported that crap too because it's so irritating. And the thing is like,
when you're a subscriber and you don't have a fucking channel, you have no way to speak. You have no way to say anything. It's very frustrating,
Yeah.
It's very, very frustrating. Thank you, Rin, for gifting a membership. Thank you, love.
And I don't put my picture on YouTube for a reason, but it's just ridiculous.
Well, you're not a public figure either, so you don't want your picture up. It shouldn't be up. Hold on. Coco said, Granny said she wouldn't have done this if Voices wouldn't talk about her. GW did this because of their YouTube beef. Yeah, I believe that. I believe they go back and forth, just like me and Laura go back and forth. I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah, and the thing is, I have nothing to do with their YouTube beef. I was over there because of Granny was reviewing the live. I believe it was Brittany's live, where Voices was on there and going over and proving each lie. She was proving it. She wasn't just talking about it. She was showing the proof. And I know she was showing the proof because I was actually emailing some of the proof. So, you know, she was proving it. But the thing is you can't show this proof when you can't go to Voice's page or like Brittany's page and email it and show the proof because they don't pull that proof up and show it. On Brittany's, I emailed Brittany and to show her the proof of the mom's statement on Facebook. Brittany never went to her email and pulled that proof up. It's just simple stuff. If people are sending you proof of the questions that they're trying to get answers of and saying, hey, there's proof out here, you pull that proof up. Well, Granny was doing that while reviewing Brittany's live. So that's why I was on watching Granny's thing. But I have nothing to do with Granny's beef between Voices. Like, I don't like Voices for a whole nother fucking reason. Excuse my language, but I haven't liked Voices since MGL days. Like,
way back when.
I didn't even know Granny till like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing when you intermix different communities together. There's a lot of people that don't know Granny's watching. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that don't know these other people in these other communities.
Yeah, I first saw Granny because she came in your comments. Like, it just like, you know, it's just dumb. It's just dumb.
It is. Okay.
My first beef with Voices was the Vax cards. If that helps anybody know how long I've been stalking, that's what they say I do. I stalk Voices.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you know about the Vax cards, then you've been around for a long time. Was you around when she said it on Alicia's panel? When she's like, old girl's like, don't fake the funk. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, why would you fucking admit to something like that? What?
I actually have seen Voices prior to the Vax cards and not like stuff she did, but those Vax cards were kind of like the end of it for me because of the lies that came with it. Like, you want to fake Vax cards, fake them all day, but don't fucking lie about it. Like, the proof is out there.
But I mean, why would she come out here on a fucking you know what I'm saying, public platform and admit to something like that? That's a federal crime, you know what I'm saying?
but that's not her.
People get mad at her for lying, but why wouldn't she lie? Fuck.
But I mean,
you know what I'm saying, though. You see what I mean?
They're both dumb. It's dumb to admit it. It's dumb to lie about it. I mean,
well, yeah, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, you see what? Okay, so we was just talking about that trial last night. Now they're trying to use somebody's fucking rap lyrics against him when he said bodies on bodies. Shit. There's a lot of rappers that said a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people who say a lot of things. That just because you say it doesn't mean it's true. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. In my heart, do I think she did it fucking right? Do I think she's good? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But do I expect her to admit it on a public fucking platform? Hell no. Hell no. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's admitting a crime. You know, like, fuck. Plead the fifth at least.
Listen, she admitted it.
Give me 1 second. I'll grab you.
Let's see. Somebody asked, would it be worth it to get Voices here to explain her side and answer questions? I mean, she was on Brittany's the other night and we were asking questions nicely and she wasn't answering them. So I'm sure she would do the same thing if she came here. And she's been here. She used to sit on this and on this panel night after night, not answer questions.
Well, and it's hard, like you said, when when Granny went live, and then Voices got up and went live this morning, and you get blasted in the middle of it, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, I woke up not feeling good, and I'm like,
oh fuck.
I'm like, damn, I don't feel good. I go to grab my phone, and I'm like, I'll see this like notification roll through, like scrolling through, and it says that like, I can't remember what her title was, but I was like, dang, that's aggressive. Like, she was mad. And then I realized it's about me, and I'm like, wow, girl's butt hurt.
I've had that feeling, girl. Honey, I woke up today like that. I'm like, oh shit. Oh damn, she's talking about me.
I woke up to people fucking piss the fuck off at me and don't even know who the fuck they are. So
exactly. Queen's got folks rolling in her DMs. F you. First word, first DM. F you. Yeah, we've all had those mornings.
It's pretty sad if you have to go after a sub you don't even know from a community you don't even know where she belongs. Like, you sat on Queen's panel night after night and you didn't even know I was a sub over here for over a year. That I'm not from Granny, I'm from Queens. Excuse me.
Well, because you weren't yelling in chat going, get Voices off the panel.
Well, I can't say that, but...
Oh, maybe you were. Never mind.
At first...
I'm just kidding.
At first, I was like, I wasn't saying F, get her off, but it's just like, I knew how she can be very manipulative. Like, I knew that. And I could see how she was doing a little bit of that. But then it's just like, okay, just let it happen. Like, y'all will see her true colors eventually, like everybody else.
It just organically happens,
It's sometimes it's not worth the fight. It's like, it's YouTube, and she'll go away eventually.
Yeah.
She wasn't harming anybody at the time, and
I feel bad for the family. I just feel bad for this family. I just feel horrible for them.
Yeah.
I mean, good Lord, they're going through enough, and really, it's like the GoFundMe. They can do whatever they want to. I mean, I ain't gonna judge nobody with whatever they do with the GoFundMe. Whatever. Mom might have to take off work. Mom might have to do whatever. I mean, bill collectors' bills are still due. They don't care if you have a missing child. They don't care, and
yeah, it's just, I don't care about the GoFundMe either. And what bothers me about it is that she thinks she's the one that gets to dictate how and when, and it's just like, it's not yours. It's not your victim. It's not your victim's funds. It's not like...
Right. It's not your daughter.
Right.
Stop it. An advocate doesn't bash a family. I just never have. It's wrong.
And they certainly don't run around social media talking bad about the family and spreading rumors and
Lord,
gossip.
if she got a hold of if I had a tragedy in my family and she got a hold of my family, mercy, honey. The streets will be burning up.
Yeah.
With all my cousins and all my things. So we've all got, there's no perfect anything, but not everybody needs to know all that,
That's the point.
Not everybody needs to know that.
The family problems might have already been there.
Right.
But
it's none of our business.
But YouTube didn't need to know about them.
No.
And nobody brought them to YouTube but Voices.
Well,
Voices is the one out here telling everybody about their problems. And that's what I felt like the stepmom needed to know, because I felt like Voices was going back to the stepmom, telling the stepmom that YouTube is the one bringing out all of this stuff. And
Can you give us just because it seems like you've really followed this case. Can you give us like a short breakdown? I know some things about it, but like bits and pieces, from between the drama, kind of, all the nightmarish mess. But
I followed it as far as like news media. I
right,
read the one affidavit, but I haven't
that's
got
all I want to
into.
know. Like, when did she go missing? I know that the father of her
Here, I was gonna say, I
children.
can read that. Let me read this real quick. This is
Yeah.
something off of her mom's thing. Okay, so this is what it says real fast. I just want everyone to know, family and friends already know this, but I am Catherine's mother. She has lived with me all her life. She is indeed missing, and this is all heartbreaking. My heart and her family, and I'm not trying to post any drama, but I need to defend and correct some things that have been said by her stepmother, Angela Ferguson, and the father of my 4 children, Al Ferguson. I am not, I am the one that got the investigation going. I am the mother. I am the one that notified all of this, all that his daughter was missing. He said he wanted nothing to do with it and that he washed his hands of her. My heart was broke. I continued talking to the stepmother. She was very nice, acted like she was on my side, and she was angry at all for not wanting to help, at Al for not wanting to help find Katie Ferguson. Well, I kept working with detectives, DCI, the federal government, and everybody to find Katie. I had an advocate. She has a YouTube channel, Voice for the Voiceless. I quickly learned she was manipulating and slandering my family. So I told her, I want nothing to do with you. You do not speak of my daughter, Catherine Ferguson. I do not want you to have anything to do with it. She did not stop and went to the stepmother and got the stepmother involved. She's now acting like the mother in the situation. They had nothing to do with all of it. They did not help me with one bit of. I'm gonna have to mute you real quick, Katie, because you got some feedback real bad. So I'm gonna mute you for just a second, okay? But anyways, it says the family has a rift in it now because of this lady, and the stepmother and the father are now wanting to get involved. They wanted absolutely nothing to do with it until me and my son put a GoFundMe page up. This is a sad situation. I just want my daughter found, please. If you donate, please, if you can donate, that's fine. Please share. I'm working with other people to get the story out now, but they have destroyed or tried to destroy me and my son, our family's credibility. This is so wrong, and this is heartbroken, breaking. That this time that we are having, and the last thing we need right now. Thank you all very much for your help, and please help find Katie. That's what this is about. That's what this GoFundMe is for, and to help reunite family, her with family. We are not wealthy by any means. That does not mean that we are ignorant or cannot handle this. This is my daughter, my baby girl. She's gone, and we all kind of feel what happened. Thank you sincerely. And then there's a thing of their GoFundMe.
Do you have her picture? Is there a picture of her?
Yeah,
I'll
put it up real quick. Give me 1 second.
That's so sad. And, Voices, if you're listening, I'm sure you are, honey, really, you don't have any right to be mad at anyone in the family. You don't have that right to be mad. You can have your own opinions and keep them to yourself, but you shouldn't be voicing that you're mad at her dad to her mother. That's just, it's so, this is, ugh. You just don't. I mean, I get everybody has feelings and opinions, but you just don't air them out to everybody. You just, sad. So sad. Oh, my crackling? Oh, let me mute. Let me go get my sheet here, bud. Sorry.
All right, sorry. I thought, okay, so I was gonna say, Katie, I unmuted you too. The cackling's gone as well.
You're good.
Now, okay, does she get on here a lot? Because I know the family, I know they get on here quite a bit and watch these live streams. So
I have not seen her family get on any of the chats.
okay, so this says 3 hours ago. Man, they're really fucking with her. Oh man. So it says our GoFundMe account is temporarily frozen. Someone's messed with it. It is not compromised in any way. It's completely frozen. We've contacted people. They are fixing it. and the head of at the head of the GoFundMe fundraiser. So everything is fine. It's okay. It is completely frozen. No one has gotten into it. No one's taken anything out. Please know that it will be back up and running. Everything is okay. Thank you, and sincerely, Mona. Please keep sharing. So somebody's fucking with the report in their GoFundMe then?
That's gross. Is this better? Am I so crackly?
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. That's
the only people who are saying that the GoFundMe is a fraud is the stepmom has said it and Voices has said it. There is no other family that has reported that it's a fraud other than the stepmom and Voices saying it. I've looked everywhere. In articles, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, everywhere.
Hey, Cashmere.
Hey, girls.
How are you, love?
I'm good. Happy Saturday, guys.
What's up, my little sister?
Yeah. Hey. No, I jumped up. Well, one, I want to hang out with y'all, but two, I've been following this pretty close too. So, and I don't know where y'all left off because I was trying to get into StreamYard, but I know last I heard, Rowena, you were saying about Voices not having the right to be mad and stuff.
Well, opinion, I mean, she can be mad. She can have her own feelings, but
she doesn't have the right to have anything to have any feelings or voice any feelings about this period. It honestly has nothing to do with her, and it's infuriating to me.
Yeah.
And she needs to step back, and she needs to step back now, or else I have a feeling she's got a lot of people that are gonna be raising their hands in protest to this, and she's not going to like it at all.
I think any creator, put the facts out, put her picture out, put the details out.
Sure.
Put the, put those things out, but the saying that the mother and the son just don't want to.
Yeah, the thing is that, I mean, what does Voices, or any of us for that matter, know about the dynamics of the mother and father's relationship in the past? What does she know about the dynamics of any of the family relationships in the past? I mean, the mother may not be telling things, I think like Katie was saying, she doesn't owe it to the father to tell her things. And if the father was not a great father in many ways or a great husband in many ways, maybe there's some things that we don't know about, that go back in their past way long, and it's not her place to be in the middle of this, and she needs to get out of it.
Right. All right, Mystery, who told Voices she needs to get a lawyer for what? Oh my God.
That's just spreading stuff. That's
Dear Lord. Oh my God.
I can't read
Voices
chat.
To get a lawyer, then she needs to donate to something. Is she rolling like that?
Oh, they said that Voices is getting a lawyer?
So they said that somebody told Voices that she needs to get a lawyer. For what? Because a family fired you? For what? I'd fire you too.
Oh, well, I thought, are they maybe saying because she's overcrossed her boundaries with that may be the case.
Well, no, they're telling Voices to get a lawyer. Like Voices had some kind of.
Oh, like Voices can sue them or something?
Yeah, like Voices can sue.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. No, Voices is the one that's in the wrong. Nobody else has done anything. That poor family. That family, they are all victims. Right. Even the father. I mean, and the stepmother, even them. I mean, biologically, whether he had anything to do with her or not, it's his child.
That's his child. Right. Exactly.
Well, Voices is the only one in this scenario that is wrong. And I'm so sick of hearing her mouth. She needs to shut up. And she definitely no professional, no advocate.
It's really bad. The cackling, it's bad.
Oh, I'm making Sam tater tots. Was that it?
Yeah, I think that's
I don't
it.
know if it is or not, but
Yeah.
it's like
Let me
really,
hold on.
they said it sounds like you're dealing cards.
It was it was the bag
she
of
got a new
tater.
job.
I'm at Sonic making tater tots. I'm making tater tots.
You're making tater tots.
I'm frying up some Sonic tater tots.
You're using the air fryer.
I totally am using the air fryer, and
I knew it. I know my little sister.
I'm thinking that I'm on the phone with you guys and not realizing that we're sorry. I'm gonna mute while I make his tater tots. Hold on.
Okay. Send me some tater tots. I'm hungry. Yeah. It just all needs to just stop. And any more communications with the families or anybody, I don't care what creator, just keep it to yourself. Everybody just shut up. You know, that's the way I look at it. You know, do drama, do your thing, but don't mix the. And I know there's trauma. I'm not a fool, but don't make this victim's. Just don't make her family your content. It's gross to me. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just, I mean, this one here says my daughter Catherine has been missing since around October 10th and supposedly around Little Rock, Arkansas. She is on the National Missing Persons list nationwide, and we are in desperate need to find her. She was traveling with her ex and 2 small children. They were traveling from Dothan, Alabama, up to Cody, Wyoming. Somewhere near Little Rock, Arkansas, she disappeared. Her ex and the children did make it to Cody, Wyoming, but she didn't. Please share this, and please keep your eye open for my beautiful daughter. Her family is sick and worried. Her friends need her to come home. We love her with all of our heart and soul. If anybody has seen her, please call the Cody Police Department. Here are a few photos of her and her ex. Maybe you've seen either one of them traveling with their 2 small girls. Please just let us know. Please. Thank you so much.
And I will tell y'all, just because Voices and said this, but I've heard other people say this because I'm in Arkansas and I'm from Arkansas. Truman, Arkansas is almost 3 hours outside of Little Rock, closer to Memphis. So it's in East Arkansas. So if they are looking, or if people are still looking, I don't really know where we are with the case, but that's going to be Eastern Arkansas. It's not necessarily going to be in the Little Rock area. It's 3 hours outside of it.
So obviously her husband or her ex, who she was traveling with their 2 children when she came missing, what happened? Did they get into a fight and she walked away? How did she just become missing? How do you just go missing when you're traveling with your 2 children and your ex? I don't understand. Help me make sense of that.
I don't know, Katie, have you been following the actual case or just Voices?
No, definitely not Voices.
Okay. I missed the first part.
I've been following basically through the media and web sleuths for the most part, but from what I understand, they really don't know exactly why she went missing. There's people saying that they had a tumultuous relationship. They were in and out of a relationship a lot. Some people say that it was a domestic violence relationship, but at other times people say that they had a good relationship. So I don't think they know exactly like what happened. Excuse me, what happened that like caused her to go missing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been getting to, that they don't. And when they were coming, I guess they were going back and they went from Dothan, Alabama, and then they last saw her in Truman, Arkansas.
Yeah.
But they collected DNA off of it in the vehicle, right? There was blood in the vehicle, or am I completely off with that?
You're right.
Okay.
But they don't have the results back.
Okay. That's what I didn't know. But I've heard back and forth like different stories of they had a good relationship. They didn't have. Yeah. Isn't
he locked up now?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yes,
He is? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And did one of the, I know that the children are very young, but
Yeah.
didn't one of them make a
Like,
statement to the police saying that
he
he
hurt
did
mommy.
something to her, hurt her? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I heard.
But I haven't,
Mm.
I hate saying, I mean, I don't know if that's confirmed. There's, with all of this that Voices has created, it has made it a total shit show, and I'm just so pissed off at what she's done. I'm so mad because I don't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. But she's wanting people to look to her for information and answers to this case. And it's infuriating. It really is.
Oh my God.
Well,
Look what Body Blue said. Voices leaked some information last. Oh God.
That's
well,
right, Bodie. That's right.
Oh God. I'm gonna be sick.
She did say she actually said on YouTube on somebody's panel,
it was
I
on
believe
TT's.
TT's, that the DNA results were back, and this is something something. I'm not even going to repeat what she
Yeah,
said,
don't repeat it.
but on TT's, and I was yes. But so what I'm saying
That's
is we don't know yet. Nothing has been released to us as
Well,
the
and
and you
she's
know
public.
been
what?
walking that back ever since. So
She
Leaked
has
from an
been okay.
advocate. Leaked. An
Yeah,
advocate
come
shouldn't be
on,
leaking
Voices.
shit.
Come on,
Stop it. Do better.
gang
If you're gonna do
stalker,
it
gang
right.
stalker.
Yeah. Me and you. Yeah,
Donna,
I know. We're gang stalkers. I didn't
Donna,
look up somebody's something.
the reason that I messaged the stepmother was because of the stuff Voices was saying about the family, and especially the stuff she was saying about Katie's children on these
Mm-mm.
panels. No
Don't
advocate
repeat
for
it.
a victim of violence would ever go on a social media platform and sit there and spew the shit that came out of Voices' mouth about these children. None.
Mm-mm.
No one would ever
Mm-mm.
do that. And so I, as a human being, as a family member of a victim of crime, reached out to another person who's dealing with a victim of crime and told them that this vile ass person is talking about this person's children. Yes, I did
And
that.
you know, if
And
I
I
had
did
a,
not
if
expect the stepmother to reach me back. I didn't care whether she spoke to me or not. I wanted her to know that Voices was out here talking about them babies and the situation that they're in.
well,
So
I
you
want to
think it's
know.
wrong for me to message the family? You might want to look at Voices and wonder if it's wrong for Voices to open up her fucking mouth.
Well, and
No,
you wouldn't have to reach out to the family if Voices hadn't done all this stuff. It's been a domino effect. It's like this family would be in peace if Voices was never in the picture with them.
And I'm
Period.
not bringing them drama, Donna. I'm not bringing them drama at all. I am showing them exactly who Voices is so that they can stop the drama who is Voices in her fucking tracks. Because they wouldn't be dealing with this drama if Voices isn't in their life. Voices is the drama.
let's all look at this. Most of us here have children, some don't. But if you have a niece, a nephew, a whatever, a grown, a best friend, whatever, somebody in your family, and that was your family member, and you weren't on YouTube, you didn't know how these streets, how vile they are, would you want to know about your child being and your grandchildren being spoken about like that? I would definitely want to know, definitely,
Oh,
because
absolutely. And
I
especially I would
would
want to know
100% want to know.
I would
So I
want to
don't think
know
it's
who
wrong at
was
all.
I would want to know also the integrity of the person that's putting this information out, because
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal too.
But if you don't know any better, like 5 years ago, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And if I would have had a tragedy, anybody that would have been talking about my child, my sister, my whatever's case, I would have said yes. And I wouldn't have thought that vile people would be doing vile things. But if I heard vile things coming out of someone's mouth, I'd want to know, especially if
Especially
you're
when they're
talking
supposed
about
to be your advocate.
right. Yeah, no, No. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. Well, I think you did the right thing. As a mother, I'd want to know, so thank you. I'd want to know. And it's not,
Well, yeah, and
it doesn't matter
it
who
goes
was
back
doing it. I don't
to
care if
like,
Gray Hughes was doing it. It'd be wrong. It don't matter.
right.
It's
No.
not a voices thing. It's a,
Tess,
let's
hey
say,
Tess, I didn't expose it to YouTube. Voices did that
No.
this morning when she went live and put my face and my messages all over YouTube, thinking that she was making some big dramatic boom, like she got me. She didn't get
No.
me. I don't fucking
No.
care.
And the thing is, it reminds me of is like back like with Alicia, caught a lot of stuff with the Zab girls emailing, letting them know about the autopsy photos, that family, Gannon's family. And that to
I'd want to
me
know.
I'd want to know too. That to
I'd
me
want to know.
was brave of Alicia. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was very thoughtful, because I would definitely want to know too. So you reaching out to them and letting them know is very thoughtful and very I don't know. I agree with it completely.
I'm assuming that Voices found out I contacted the stepmother by the stepmother sending her the messages, which is fine. I don't care. Voices also forgot to tell you all that the stepmother said she's not working with her anymore.
Then dreaming, that's my sentiment exactly. Can you imagine the stress of having a child missing, but then having the added stress of never knowing what will be said about you by your advocate on a daily? So true. That. Mm-mm.
And I was thinking last night when I was watching a lot of this and trying to catch up on a lot of this, as to what Voices is doing. She is absolutely no better than the people she used to sit up here and try to act, try to call out, try to be more,
Sanctimonious Sally.
sanctimonious Sally. She is no better than a BHB, if not worse, to do something like this to a family. No different. And
This
I don't
family
see.
didn't come on YouTube. They didn't air out all their drama. They didn't put all their shit out here, but their advocate did, and I have an issue with that. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll have a live done in 3, 2, 1, go. I don't care.
The
Yeah,
stepmom didn't make her video after my message. My message was Friday.
It's all just
her videos
sad.
were done Wednesday.
So, like, if we wanted to find the mom's GoFundMe, I don't want Queen to drop it or anything, but where could I go and find that?
The mom's GoFundMes are all over the brothers.
Locked. It's locked right now, so I wouldn't do anything with it right now. That's why I'm not dropping it.
Okay.
When things are a little more evened out a little bit, I will. Yeah, I will put it on my community tab. But for right now, I'm not comfortable putting it out. So.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put it out anything that I don't stand behind 100. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson with that, so I'm gonna just wait.
Yep.
Yeah. I would wait too, because you don't. Yeah, we don't really know all the players in the game and all the. There's a lot of research.
Have you heard from Candace Cooley at all? Like, how's she doing? Or
well, when Rontello came up here yesterday, I was kind of wondering what was going on, because he's from the Dylan Rounds.
Yeah, but his mic wouldn't work.
Yeah, his mic wouldn't work at all. I was wondering what the heck was going on with that. I was kind of bummed out because I was really wanting to hear from him.
Yeah, I want to know how she was doing. You know, this time of year, I can't imagine. She's been in my thoughts.
Well, I don't think he would know anything about her, but
right. But I just didn't know if she had emailed you or just kind of letting you know how she's doing. That this.
One second, Coco. I know you go over to voices quite a bit, so that's why I've been trying to read your comments because I know she's obviously not comfortable enough to be coming over here, but she left on her own. She's, you know what I'm saying? She drew the line in the sand as to why she didn't want to be around here. So I never told her she couldn't come back over here. I never said she couldn't come on my panel. So that's her own fucking prerogative. You know what I mean? But as of right now, Coco, I know that you can't go over there. So that's why I've been reading out your comments a little bit. She said there are bank accounts set up to support the babies and any expenses for Kate. Well, yeah, when I look into them, then we'll look into them and then we'll post them on the community tab or something. But right now, I'm not going to put anything out because I don't stand behind any of it at this point. I don't even know half of what's going on other than what's been put out here on YouTube by Voices and Granny at this point.
Does her mother have the children? Who has the kids? Who has the children?
That's what I could never get because Voices actually, from what I heard, said two different things. Said they were in state custody, and then on somebody else's panel said they were with the maternal mother, their grandmother, Katie's mom. And I honestly, that's what I mean, like Voices just spewing whatever comes to her mind to get her out of, being busted in her lies. So
Okay,
I honestly
it's two
don't
different
know.
banks. Okay. All right.
I honestly
Thank you,
don't
Miss
know,
Drake.
Rowena, where the kids are, but I know that I think they're safe and fine.
They're okay. Yeah.
They're okay.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it sounds like Katie and her mom were close. I'm hoping they are with their grandmother. I hope.
Yeah, seeing at this point, we don't know where, who the babies are with, who has them, what's going on. I'm not going to put out any GoFundMe's or any bank accounts or any information. I'm not going to have our subscribers do anything like that for right now, just in case.
Oh, my heart just hurts for them. Oh.
First. Yeah, or kind of get a better idea,
I don't know if I could stand if my daughter was missing. I, honest to God, do not even know. I guess you just have to you find that strength, but it's like Brandy Neal. I don't know how she stands. I don't know. You have to, I know, but I don't know if I could. I really don't know if I could. It's so heartbreaking. Just good vibes, prayers, just all the things for them. Yeah, and I'm sorry I asked. I was just like, it's just heartbreaking.
No, you're fine, girl. It's all good. I mean, most people do have them set up, but I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with both of them or either one at this point. So I just kind of want to wait it out, and see.
Yeah.
On top of that, YouTube takes 40, 54, I think it's 45%, something like that, 40% from anything that's super chatted or given here. And I don't want anybody to be doing that yet, to be sending it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want
Yeah. I get it. I get it, girl. And I'm not attacking Voices. I don't care if Gray Hughes did this. I don't care if Ickenmill did this. I'd be saying the same damn thing. It don't matter to me. It's wrong.
Well, they don't. You don't hear anybody talk about it.
But I mean, I'm saying if creators like that did not do any drama, didn't allow drama, I would be saying the same thing. If they pulled a stunt like this, I wouldn't agree with them either. It's not a Voices thing. It's a human being thing.
I heard her saying on the live stream when they were counting when she was counting those lives or whatever she was doing yesterday with that, she kept saying, "I'm one of the least paid creators out here." No, we all get paid the same amount.
That's right.
The same. Anybody that sends a super chat sends the same amount. Anybody that does a gifted membership, it's put out there. Here, somebody's got feedback, so I'm gonna mute you guys for a minute. Anyways, it's all. I mean, I don't know why she keeps reiterating I'm one of the least paid creators. I'm one of the least paid creators. Well, I don't know what you mean by one of the least paid creators. You're paid just like everybody else. You're paid just like anybody else. There you go.
And I wasn't saying Ickett Mill or Gray would do that. I'm just saying that, you know what I'm talking about. Just that,
Yeah, you were saying
it
it's
don't
not
matter who.
it's
It
not
doesn't
like a
matter who.
personal attack. It's not a
Right.
personal
It's not a
attack.
personal attack. It's just the actions are fucked up. Stop
Yeah.
it, girl.
And as far as voices being the whatever she said about being paid, what Queen was saying, it like, well, if you want to get paid more, do stuff. Do some legitimate stuff. Do some stuff on your own channel. Don't go panel hopping just to try to find a place to, sit your ass for several months until you get kicked out because you're vile as fuck. Ugh. You're really running out of places to go, voices, because you keep fucking everybody. Especially those that give you chance after chance after chance. And the Hive did. I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I keep an open panel. I mean, anybody's allowed to come up here at this. I mean, I let anybody come up here. That's the thing people don't understand. They're just like, okay, so me and Shannon, we've never been friends. We've often had our outs. We don't really get along. We don't really speak to each other. She came up here and sat on my panel and sat next to me for a fucking hour and had a conversation with me. We didn't fight. We didn't go after each other. We didn't make fucking digs. There was no fucking backhanded jabs.
Y'all adulted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mind blowing, isn't it?
Oh, and another thing too about them, the Toys for Tots. Savage is doing Toys for Tots. If you guys want to donate, she's not taking any money. She's asking that you guys buy the toys, and go that route. Do not send any money. Somebody sent her money, and apparently she sent it back and said, "Please purchase the toys." That's what she's wanting to do. So
I think she has like an Amazon list or something that I haven't been to it. I don't know, but
yeah, I was gonna say I know.
Yeah.
I heard Galena saying something about that they bought like $300 worth of toys or something for it because they clipped her wanting putting her name behind it. But I mean, in my heart, I don't think it's a scam either. So
I don't either.
When I go get the link, I'll put it on I'll make a community tab. And I'll put the link out there too for anybody that doesn't have it that wants to.
Okay, good.
Purchase some toys for the wish list that they have.
I know of another good link, but I'll talk to you about it later. But I know of another. Just see if you want to. But I know of another good thing that's like legit. It is a really kind of unique good thing. But we'll talk later.
Yeah, I just I know that there's a lot of people who are on fixed incomes and stuff, and that they when they do try to help out, they really they try to help, and especially like Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's another reason why, like I said, I will post the links and GoFundMe's for the for missing Catherine. I will post those, but I just don't. I want to, what I mean, kind of get a better idea before I post them.
Yeah.
What's what.
And in your own community, when you're at Walmart, grab an extra toy, put it in the box, boom, there you go. Also, yes, at work.
Yeah, Savage did this exact thing last year, and it went off without a hitch. Why is it all of a sudden a problem this year? I don't know.
I don't know.
Last year she did a really good job, and I mean they had a whole fucking like big ass truck fulls of fucking gifts that they took in there. So
did you see where Savage said that it's not funny, but that she was laughing at it too, but that the fraud investigative police or department came to her home in like 6 unmarked cars, 5 or 6. She was in a robe and stuff. She's like, "Come on in." Yeah. They called the fraud department. This was a couple weeks ago when it first started. Yeah. They came to her house.
Are you going to call the department on Toys for Tots?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure did. And ain't that some mess, man? It kills me. Fools out here scamming everybody. But,
Wow.
she ain't scamming nobody, but they're going to call the fire department. But look
That's
how many other scammers on this place, and ain't nobody calling on them. Come on now. Stop it. It blows my mind. So yeah, the scam, the fake Santas on the corner, that are, in their, getting in their Escalade driving home while they're taking their bucket of money. Uh, they can't, they're at Savage's house over a legit toy drive. Stop. Yeah, you don't have to donate to Savage. You donate to your own community. Food pantries are hurting. Food's expensive. Hell, we can't afford. I paid $7 for 12 eggs this summer. $7. Breakfast used to be the dinner of okay, it's Thursday. I don't get paid till Friday at 4. My check won't hit till Saturday, so we're having eggs and
Mm.
toast, and if you're lucky, we'll
It's
have some
breakfast for
pancakes.
dinner. It's breakfast for
That's
dinner
right,
night.
breakfast for dinner, honey.
Yep, I
And if
heard
you
that.
had
I
bacon,
heard that
it
a
was like
lot growing up.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Look, if you had bacon, shoot, that was like Christmas morning.
Oh yeah.
You know,
And now eggs they were more expensive than the bacon. It's like it flip
I
flopped.
know, I know, it's
It's
crazy,
crazy. Yeah,
nuts,
like,
man. I was
and
going,
it's just me and my guy. I
little
said his name,
man.
little man. I said his name earlier, thinking I was
I
on the
know,
phone with y'all, making it. Those tater tots were good, by the way. I stole one from his plate.
heifer.
I know. I'm gonna have to make me
Bring
some,
me
but
some.
yeah, but
Walk me some over, girl.
I will. We'll be right there.
Okay,
I
bring my
wish.
bring
I
my dog.
wish. Yeah. Yep. We'll just all load up. Be
Bring
right
my
there.
dog and my nephew.
Mm-hmm. I wish. But yeah, even just buying stuff for the two of us is crazy.
Yeah, it's craziness how expensive it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we just kind of don't even like really cook. I mean, I hate
Yeah.
to say this, but sometimes it's cheaper to eat out than if I cook. Like what we went and ate yesterday, I couldn't have cooked that for $45. Ain't no
Right.
way. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
could cook. You know, they brought out. I had to take a picture of it. My husband's. They brought out like this big, huge ass cutting board, man. I was like, holy smash!
Where did y'all
There I
eat?
sat there, my two little tacos and rice and beans on a plate. He had like a platter of, Mexican goodness.
Oh, yum.
We found a good new Mexican restaurant. It's brand new down here. Mm-mm-mm. It's good. We
Yum.
finally found one. We finally
Yay.
found good barbecue too. Finally,
Oh,
glad to
good.
hear.
That's a big
Yeah,
deal for
it's
down
not.
there.
It's a 9. It's a 9 out of what I left of 10.
Yeah.
So
Well, you won't find anywhere as good as where you
yeah,
left
I know.
from.
I know. I love Taco Bell too. Girl, I love Taco Bell. I do love me
Mm.
some Taco Bell now. I like those little. Have you had Taco Bell? Those little. They look like Doritos. Well, they used to look like Doritos. Now they're like twists. Those cinnamon twists. Girl, I could
Oh,
eat.
those are
Oh my
good.
God, yes. Oh, yes.
I've loved those since I was little.
Me
Mm.
too, honey.
See, we're so
Kat-
limited because my guy's so picky. God. So if
Kathy P, I heard you say on your live about your littles going in their piggy bank. Can I
oh
your little story that you told on your live? That was the sweetest. I I caught your live on replay, and that just melted my heart. I was like, that's a good mama parenting right there. Right in chat if I can tell it. I don't tell other people's stories without asking. That was sweet, very sweet. Yes, a whole chicken is cheaper than buying like chicken breasts.
ooh, Lottie, yes, 69-cent tacos at Taco Bell. That was the late night drunk food.
Yes. Honey, all that grease would soak up all that alcohol between
Mm-hmm.
that and Huddle House and yeah.
Then you just go home and
Okay, I
pass
can.
out.
Good. Okay, Tana, you said all thank you, but I don't know if I can share it. But it was, I will if you tell me. Just write yes or no, but Y or N. So y'all might have to go to her channel and just watch her live from yesterday to find out what happened. But yeah, her littles are very, very, very sweet. Very sweet. Very sweet. Yes. Okay. She said I could. Okay. Kathy P's children took their own allowance that they'd been saving up in their piggy banks, and they went and bought toys for it was Toys for Tots, or it was something in her own community that was collecting toys for children. And I thought, and they're little, and I thought that was just so. I don't know. You're raising good adults. You know, when you start them out young to give back, that that's doing the right thing. Made a little tear come to my eye. But I also used to tax my daughter's allowance because I taught her about not when she was real little, but yeah, yeah, when she's a little bit old enough to understand taxes a little bit, yeah, I taxed her allowance, and then we bought something. You know, we would save it up, and then we bought like a game or something for the house. You know, and then that's what we spent the tax on. You know, but she had to know that yeah, this might be what you get, but that ain't all you gonna be taking home. And I'm talking about when I taxed it, I'm talking about like a quarter, 50 cents. It wasn't much. And Kathy did not put one dime towards those gifts for those children. It was all her children that did that. And I thought that was so. It's not like they said, "Here, Mom, I've got $10. You can have one." And then Kathy, you know, where Kathy made up the difference. Her babies did that, and that will stick with them. That is those
Yeah.
lessons that you learn that you take on into, you know, your teenage years, your adult years, your, you know, your parenting years, your all the things. So that really really touched me. That was one of the highlights of my day yesterday.
That's so sweet.
Mhm. Yep. When they get money, they have to spend. Yep. To budget. That's the look.
Mm-hmm.
Look. I taught my daughter when she got old enough. I was like, you ain't got anything if you ain't got a credit score, and honey, hers is excellent.
Good. Yeah.
Raising good, you know, you're always, to me, I don't know, and I guess because I have an adult child, but to me, it's always um, how, you know, I mean, you can give your child, you know, a great childhood and you know, whatever, but sometimes when you can look at your children and go, wow, you know, I did that. How did I do that? You know, it's like, but you just teach them those age appropriate life lessons and they get it and it
Mm-hmm.
sticks with them. But it does suck when you have to ground them. Man, I was telling a story in voice chat the other day. My daughter, she got grounded, and I told her, I said, that's it. That was when we first got a computer and the whole MySpace thing. I wasn't even on social media. I was too busy in college. And she, the whole MySpace and all and working. And she said, she got grounded. And I used to hate to ground her because I was grounded then because I had to stay home with her tail, you know, huffing around the house and everything. So I just took the keyboard because, you know, we didn't have laptops. You just had this desktop computer. So I just took the keyboard and went to work and I worked nights. And so, yeah, I got a phone call about an hour after I got to work. And it was like, "Oh, where's the where's the keyboard?" And I'm like, well, what does it matter? You're grounded. It's in my trunk in my car at work. So there we go. And now that you
Yeah. In
look
today's
for it,
world,
then you're going
no.
to be grounded tomorrow too from it.
In today's world, it's the Wi-Fi password.
Yeah. Or the cell phone. Holy
Yeah.
smash. I did that too a
I
little bit.
changed the password and I don't give it to him, and see his devices, except for his phone, will not work without, they don't have data. So like our
Yeah,
cell phones, so that
yeah.
his like iPad and stuff won't work on without the Wi-Fi. And so it's like, uh-huh, you won't know it
Yeah, I'm gonna
until
have to
this
tell
room
you.
is clean.
I'm
Huh?
sorry.
I
I
said,
just read something. I'm sorry.
oh, I told him he wouldn't know the password until his room is cleaned.
Yeah, say, look, now I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna tell you what. When Santa Claus is still real, I won't say that too loud
Yeah,
in case
yeah,
anybody has it on the TV.
right.
From Halloween to Christmas, man, you can get them to do anything. I
Right.
packed up. I'm calling him. I'd go to the phone. I'm calling
Mm-hmm.
him. No, no, I'll clean my room. I'll make my bed. You know,
All right.
it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to hush. You're messing up my reputation.
What is
Don't
Yep
mess up my
saying?
reputation. Oh, she said how nice I was. Don't mess up my reputation.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
So is everybody ready for Christmas? I'm not.
No,
I am
hell no.
decorating another thing. Did you get your tree done, Cashmere?
Do you want me to tell you the
Did you get
truth, or
decorated? I don't,
should
well,
I?
I saw it up, but I didn't see.
Right.
I don't know if you ever decorated it.
Well, that was last weekend. So, no, it still looks exactly. I have fluffed it. It's fluffed. It's
You
ready.
fluffed it?
I
Okay.
fluffed it,
Girl,
but
you need to put some ornaments on that
I
tree now.
know we're dragging
Girl.
those out this weekend, and we're gonna do it this weekend. We're gonna get
Well,
it.
I made my last bow and hung my last. If I see glitter or if I see, I just want to vomit. I'm so
Mm-hmm.
sick of it already. I'm not. I'm sick of doing it. Now I can sit back and enjoy it. But now, now is coming up to the baking part, and then
Yeah.
we got new puppies. So I don't know
Uh-huh.
how much time I'm gonna have. So I might have to bake early because yeah,
What do
I
you
got new
usually
puppy
bake?
pictures, huh?
What do you usually bake and make?
I make I make I make it's not really a Christmas thing, but I love them and it's my favorite cake. It's apricot nectar cake with
Mm.
uh lemon glaze, like a lemon powdered sugar glaze. Oh God, they're so good. And then I bake like the sugar cookies and
Mm-hmm.
the Mexican wedding cakes, those little white snowball cookies
Oh,
and
those are so good.
fudge and um fudge and then what else? Oh, let me tell y'all the easiest thing to do, honey. Look, you go get you a box of peanut butter Ritz bits. The little Ritz bits, the little peanut butter kind with a little sandwich, like a little Oreo, but they're peanut butter, but they're
Mm-hmm.
little. You get a box of those and some of that melting chocolate. You dip 4 or 5 in there, take your fork, spin them around, tap it off, put it on wax papers. We call them chocolate buttons. They're delicious. So easy,
Mm.
so cheap. Done. It looks like I really did something. Like I tell people, yeah, I put that peanut butter on those little bitty crackers. I don't. I lie. Lie
Yeah.
like, oh, butter. I've got to get Queen's Aunt's recipe for griddle cake. I cut her some slack Thanksgiving because she was busy, but I'm gonna have to have it by Christmas because I'm gonna have me some griddle cake.
We always decorate cookies for sure.
Yeah.
That's still one of my guys' favorite things to do.
Yes. I love. Oh God, I love. Fruit. Fruity Pebble treats? Is that like, oh, wishful thinking? That's my cereal. Me and Lisa with Crimes and Fashion, when she said that was her
Oh.
favorite cereal, that Fruity Pebbles and Apple Jacks. Mercy. Mercy me. Oh, God. Candy making time is here. Nonsense. Okay, nonsense. Can you make, now I don't know how y'all pronounce it. I pronounce it pralines, but some pronounce it pralines. But mine suck. And I did the whole candy designer thing. You have to be really fast. And it, you bit into them, and they were like little shards of glass. They were awful. It was a bloody mess one Christmas. It was like everybody was cutting their mouth. It was awful. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Have you ever made?
You
My
make.
mom used to make divinity.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? I
Yep.
have no earthly idea how
You
to
can't
make
make it when it's raining. I
Yeah.
don't make it. My grandmother used to. I had a whole pan of divinity. My grandmother put it on top of her refrigerator to let it like set or whatever. And I opened the refrigerator real fast. It was like it was like back, when the like BTM says, like when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Is when I was little. We talked about this the other day too. How old I am, and that whole it toppled and then it just fell. And it fell all over me. And I had divinity. And she had just got it up there. It was all sticky. It hadn't set up. Oh, God.
Oh, nonsense makes divinity. Yeah, that's what
Mm,
I've heard. It's hard, that it's very
it's
hard to
very
make.
hard. And you can't make it when it's raining. Okay, nonsense. Okay, on your channel, where can I find the videos of you making candy? Because, girl, we're going to cook together, honey.
I should really try it because my mom, I should perfect
You ought
it
to
for her.
try it.
She would be proud of me from up above. She would be like, "Oh my gosh, my child is making divinity."
See, there you go.
Uh-huh.
Glory, you make it rain or shine. See, my grandmother always said you can't make it when it rains. I've never tried it. After it fell on my head, yeah. You did that on your backup channel. Okay, gravy. I'm gonna go find it, honey. I'm gonna find those videos. You're gonna get a whole lot of watching.
JD, take off.
Oh,
Let me see.
I've been looking at chat. I haven't been looking at the screen.
I was gonna say, it looks like
Oh,
I had to go in here and help my little one for a minute, but yeah.
Well,
So,
honey, I'm sorry. I
oh,
was watching
she said she had to go make dinner.
yeah, that's she said she didn't want to interrupt. I didn't see her jump down, but I wanted to tell her bye and thank you for coming up. I didn't know any of this happened earlier today. I wasn't watching, so when she came in the chat telling me about it, that's why I had her jump up and explain it. So because I didn't know half of what was going on with the other stuff, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
And as far as, like I said, as far as the fundraiser things go, I don't know where we left off. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah.
And I've been catching whiskey late at night. I've been.
Okay, so
I didn't want to
apparently a
disrupt
lot of
chat,
people
so I
have
haven't gone in.
a lot of
But I laid
people
there and
like
listened.
a lot of people like the divinity for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the only time you have divinity. Is
Yeah.
Christmas.
Well, I knew that was the only time, but I didn't realize it was like a Christmas
Yeah.
candy.
Can you put cherries in it too? Can you put like the dried cherry, like not the? I'm talking about like the dried cherries, not the healthy dried cherries, but the dried maraschino cherries, like the candy cherries. Can you put those in there? I wonder.
I don't know.
Caramels, almond. Oh my girl.
Almond
Okay, I love
roca.
Buckeyes, and I've never made them. I've never made Buckeyes, but I'm gonna do that this year. You are my spirit animal nonsense. I will send you a picture after I make them. I'm gonna watch. If you have a video, I'm gonna watch it. And I love those things. Do you know what those are, Cashmere?
I've heard of them, but tell me,
They're peanut
remind me.
butter. I think they're
Cookies?
peanut butter and powdered sugar or something, and then you dip half of it in chocolate. Oh God! See,
Oh, wait, then I don't know what they are.
maybe
What
I'm wrong. I think that's what they are, aren't they? You can add nuts. See, I
nonsense?
don't know about the cherries either. I want to say my grandmother did those. You know, I'm talking about those candy
Yeah,
cherries.
Cappy,
She cut them
like
up
my
real
mom,
small.
my mom would put
Yeah,
walnuts in the divinity, but I don't know, or some kind of nut in the divinity,
yeah. I
Cappy.
think
Oh,
my grandmother put pecans or something. Maybe she put
okay.
I don't know. It was
But
a
I don't know
nut.
about the cherries, but I bet it would taste good. But I don't
I
know
don't
if it would
know.
work.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it might not set up. It's real. Ooh, divinity's tricky.
Yeah.
Okay. Riverstone said her mom used to make divinity with walnuts and cherry slices. Okay, see, so did my
Okay.
grandmother. It was little cut up pieces of the bright red cherry, and they were it was so good. I like almond anything. I need a good almond cookie recipe. You can't get the no-bake cookies to set up. I've never made those. I tried to make a crock pot cake one time. Yeah,
I think we need to
don't.
have pick a day and maybe on the weekend so I can have my helper here and he can, but like, and all make some stuff together. That would be
Heck yeah.
fun.
That'd be fun. It'd be
'Cause
fun to like,
I need y'all's support. Oh my gosh.
oh, I got you, girl.
Okay.
I got you. We could make a little bit of cookies if y'all come down for Christmas. We could do it this. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I love
'Cause
almond. I love almond everything. I love almond. Oh, almond's my favorite. I even love almond so much. I had almond almond flavoring added to my icing on my wedding cake, and then they split the layers and put strawberry jam. Oh God, it was so good. It was so good. Now I don't like almond joys. And I don't like fresh almond. Like I like the unhealthy almond. You know, almond spritz cookies. No. Nonsense. Yes, I think you might have to dig out your. I have a cookie press. I've never used it, but I have one. Might be in storage. Yes. Oh, I love almond flavor everything.
we always make our like for Christmas Eve and stuff, make our own Chex Mix, like homemade Chex Mix.
Yes, my daughter's the
So
Chex
good.
Mix expert. She has to send my dad like a 2 pound
Uh-huh.
bag of it at Christmas and his cookies. And
Yes.
that's what she sends him because he's like, I don't need anything. So, food's always good.
Right. And then Christmas morning, we always have sausage balls
Yep.
while we're
We bought,
opening presents and stuff.
yeah. Well, we have the weird family tradition of the fried oysters. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yuck. Yuck.
but you
Yuck.
don't like that, do you?
No, I
No.
do it because since
Tradition.
God was a boy, that's what his family did. So that's what I did. But I mean, we have like apple dumplings and ham and bacon and eggs and biscuits and gravy and oh my God, all the things. And
Mm-hmm.
then fried oysters. Yuck. That I have to fry them. Yuck. Yuck. Yes, I love all. Mm, I need to. I need to go on a diet now so I can just. Well, no. You know what? I'll go on a diet first of the year. Forget
After.
that. Yeah, forget it. It's too late. That train left the station. I got COVID and lost a bunch of weight, and then I started eating again. I put that plus about 20 pounds back on. I'm like, crap. Almond spritz. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Man, I love almond. I love almond candles. I love I just love. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so. Mm. And I love trying. Look, I am frantic. At Thanksgiving, I didn't make any pies. I can't find my grandmother's pie recipe. Pie crust recipe. And it's in the storage unit, in with all the cookbooks that I thought, oh, well, I won't need them.
Oh, I wonder if
When we
my.
move next year, yeah, we're still in the same place. So,
I'm gonna grab this real fast. I'm gonna look. My family put out like from my great grandparents all the way back, like a family cookbook. I'm gonna see if my
yeah,
mom's divinity is in here.
so yeah, I know pecan pie was asking for my grandmother's pie crust recipe. And I said, oh, girl, I'll get it for you. I went in the pantry. I had every other cookbook but that one and a couple
It's
others.
here. It's here. Divinity
Okay.
candy.
You'll have to take a picture of it
Yep,
and post it.
nonsense. It's I saw her put in the chat earlier. It's basically sugar and Karo syrup, and that's exactly what I have. Okay, and my family added, looks like here, like there's not even that many ingredients. 5 Pecans or walnuts? Okay, so they added, those are the nuts that she used to use.
Nonsense that she's got a recipe if you need it, Cashmere.
Oh, okay, thank you. I found the one in my family's cookbook, and it sounds a lot like what you put. There's like only sugar, Karo syrup, salt, hot water, egg whites, and vanilla. Does that sound right?
Divinity, huh? Is that what you're
Yeah.
making? Uh-huh.
Yeah, my mom always used to make divinity for Christmas, so I'm going to attempt because.
You can do it.
Yeah, but everybody's saying, y'all got to support me on this. I'm going to
I
need
got
mom.
you, girl. We'll FaceTime it.
We need to hear about this journey.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Queen, you're going to have to hard dox your aunt's recipe for brittle cake. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm making that Christmas. In fact, we'll probably have that Christmas Eve night.
Yeah, because that is the
right up my alley.
Ooh, my grandmother has a recipe in here for glazed orange pecans.
Oh, those are good. Candy pecans? Yes, those candy pecans are good. I love candy pecans.
Oh, and I have a pecan pralines recipe.
Oh, let's see. Man, my pralines suck, though. I tried. Oh, it was awful. It was just awful.
You know what's always been really hard for me to do is like get starts, like the bread starts, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
God, I've had the worst time ever trying to get those going.
Pecan pie, she's like the bread starter guru, man. We've been in voice chat, and she's talked about
is that
the
for
mother,
like the sourdough?
It's called the mother.
Is that for like the sourdough bread? Yeah. I've never tried it, but I remember.
Bread?
Oh yeah.
Y'all remember that friendship bread? Well, look, when you work at a hospital with nothing but women, let me tell you, everybody becomes your friend because you got all these starters, and then your friends start going, "No, bitch, I ain't your friend. Don't give me another starter," because you have to make it makes like 4 loaves, or it makes like 2 loaves, and then it's a cup. After you mix all that stuff up, then it makes 4 starters from each batch. It becomes a nightmare.
Trying to get them going.
Oh my God. It's a nightmare, man. Look, I was like, I ain't your friend. Nope. I don't want no more. Nope. But okay, nonsense. Do you have a recipe for the starter for the friendship bread? Because I don't have it. See, I don't have any friends left, so now I don't have any starter. Oh shit.
Ooh, have y'all ever made monkey bread?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot
girl,
about monkey bread.
I got a recipe for some good monkey bread, girl. You use frozen dinner rolls and butter and brown sugar and
cinnamon.
Nuts, yes, and cinnamon. And you put it in a bundt thing, and you just they come out like little donut holes, and you just pull it off.
Pull it off, and eat the little balls.
Yep.
Oh, I missed that.
It's made out of they're frozen dinner rolls, and you cut them, and then you just roll them up in there, and you butter your pan up, and you throw them in there, and you throw it in the oven. It's so easy. I love monkey bread. Oh my goodness, yes. All the monkeys love.
And you know what it has in here? This is how funny this. I mean, like this will tell you. They took the exact recipes off of my great grandparents' recipes. Is that it says a half a cup of melted oleo. I remember having to call my mom one time and be like, "Mom, what is oleo?"
I had to call my mother-in-law.
It's butter.
My grandmother's recipe book that she had when she got married, okay? It was literally, I got it, and it was held together by rubber bands, okay? It didn't even have a cover anymore. She had used it so much. And so it was always like with my other cookbooks. Well, my mother-in-law, I love her. She's my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
My husband snuck it out. And for Christmas one year, she had it bound in leather, and she had all the pages, and some pages were missing. And whatever page was missing, they put a blank page in case we found the recipe, the rest of that page. And it is my it it but it had oleo in it, and I called my mother-in-law, and I'm like, "What's oleo?" I'm like, I don't even see this at the grocery. What is it? She goes, that's butter, and I'm like, well, why didn't they call it butter?
All
And she
right.
goes, because it just was called oleo.
Oleo. Yeah. I did the same
But my dad
thing.
was talking about when he was a kid, they used to get butter, and then it had like a dye pill tablet thing in it, and you popped it, and then all the kids would fight over who was going to swish the butter to make it yellow. And then she would put it in the mold to put it in the refrigerator, and then that's how they did their butter. It's weird. Weird.
Oh,
It's crazy how stuff,
yeah.
as he walked 15 miles to school,
Oh, and then they have in
barefooted.
here.
Sure.
They have in here. Another one was I had to call my mom about was sweet milk, and I was like,
Oh,
"Mom,
milk.
what's sweet milk?" No. Apparently, sweet milk is just milk. It's just they used to call it sweet milk, and I did
Really?
not. Yeah, at least
Nonsense. I despise the grocery store. I cannot. Now, I go to the grocery store for like baking stuff, like parties, like making hors d'oeuvres, that kind of stuff. But like for a meat, like for a week, for just a meat, I can't. I get so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh God. See, Mitten Mama, look, let me
Yeah,
tell
Good
y'all,
Egg. I
Mitten
think
Mama's channel.
Good
I'm a
Egg. I
member over
think
there now.
Good Egg. My mom. That's what my mom told me is that as opposed to buttermilk, they called it sweet milk,
Sweet milk.
and it was
Oh,
just
that makes
regular
sense.
milk. And I was like, okay, well, why didn't you just put milk? And that may make it easier because I'm sitting
See,
here
I would
thinking,
have
because I
thought
almost,
evaporated milk.
that's what I thought. And I almost messed up a recipe big time with evaporated, that condensed milk, and it wasn't,
Yeah.
it was just regular milk, and
Or pet
I
milk.
just,
You get condensed
yeah,
milk. And I don't know what pet milk is. What is pet milk? I mean, what is it? It's not
Is it like a
evaporated
heavy
milk.
cream, like a heavy cream milk?
Well, then why don't you just buy heavy cream?
I don't know.
I don't
have
get
no
it.
idea. They
I
make
don't
it
know.
hard. They make it hard.
I know I mean, when I was a baby, back, when the dinosaurs and the cavemen, were around, that's, I mean, that was my mom, like, you mixed up pet milk with a squirt of vitamins and Karo syrup. And that was formula. That explains why
Hey, what's up?
I am who I am.
Hey, B Tim.
What's up?
What's up, BTM?
We're talking
What is your
food.
favorite thing to cook?
At Christmas.
What's the favorite thing?
At Christmas, like, what's your favorite thing to eat? Like Christmas candy or Christmas dessert? Or
I don't really celebrate Christmas, really.
Well, can you eat a piece
Your
of candy?
favorite holiday?
It's
Any holiday.
Just a normal
a head of lettuce.
head of
lettuce.
lettuce with a tiny bit of salt on it, and that's pretty much it. That's
Okay.
I'm gonna send him a head of devil's lettuce.
So how's
We're talking about Christmas candy.
We're talking about food.
Okay.
And it's really not. It's funny to see
people in here, and they started talking about food. Now we're down to 448.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So that BJ,
listening to no food talk. We're going to eat.
Yeah. Did you hear about BJ? BJ talked about how she won in court in California her slap ruling against Lima.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, they're gonna do a negotiation. So she still has to deal with them in New Jersey, but in California, she actually won in her against them with the slap motion, meaning that she's gonna get attorney's fees. They're just gonna go the next thing is gonna go into attorney's fees and how much they're gonna be able to collect.
Oh, wow.
If you don't know, basically Lima has to do with the what is it? Smooth white underbelly situation with that. What was that woman? That homeless woman's name? I'm trying to remember. Let me just. I'm trying to get the name. But there was this homeless woman that was brought into this program by Lima. She eventually, dies, in a rehab center. And, BJ is reporting on the situation, the connections with Smooth White Underbelly, connections with Lima and her program. And then basically Lima decides to sue her. And it's just been litigation hell ever since, with BJ having to deal with a lot of frivolous lawsuits, in my opinion. And she just they tried to bring a lawsuit in California.
They're saying her name is Amanda Rabb.
Yeah, thank you very much for reminding me. Amanda Rabb. Thank you. And then basically she won in the California one because they didn't show any evidence, and BJ showed supporting documents that said, for her motion for, anti-slop, and now they're going to pay attorney's fees in California. But yeah, that's crazy. Like Lima who's BJ? BJ Investigates does a lot she started with the whole Free Britney stuff. And then she's basically was an attorney, and first year graduate of an attorney, and basically she did the whole Free Britney, and she had to go down that rabbit hole. And let's just say that she, based upon certain individuals in that whole scenario, she had to kind of change from the law firm, because one of the people she was reporting about from the Free Britney's movement magically decided to become a client of her law firm, and they try to kind of pressure her to, stop talking about it, even though she came there originally and told them, hey, I do this whole thing about a year earlier or something like that, or a couple of months earlier. And then eventually I don't know the particulars of the story, but she eventually became a full-time YouTuber. And she basically goes into, she gets the information, the files, she FOIAs requests. She really does in-depth investigations. And she uses her law expertise as well to kind of give her an understanding of a lot of documents. And she went into this whole Lima Smooth Underbelly situation. And Lima, being Lima, filed multiple documents. Like the one in New Jersey was dismissed, but it was not without prejudice. So they're trying to bring it again. When they brought it again, it was 400 pages for their complaint. And it's just crazy. It's like litigation hell that she's dealing with, because their main goal is to just basically drain her of a bunch of money, basically. And it's pretty fucked up.
I love BJ. She does such a good job. I'm so glad that worked out. Now, is that
That's the one in California. No, she still has to deal with them in Jersey.
Okay, that's one. I need
she has to do a conference, like an attorney conference type of deal with her attorney there. But it's draining her of a lot of money, so she has multiple things for that attorney's fees. But it's so much money she's going through, because these people's main goal is to drain out all her money.
Drain.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they even tried the California one. They were trying to say, "Oh, she doxed us, so we're suing you for this." And they were she showed that she didn't show their personal addresses or anything. She just office addresses in her reporting. So it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's
good. I'm glad she won. I mean, I'm glad she, now on to the next.
She'll probably have to deal with these people for another year or so, because she has to deal with New Jersey now still. So she's just going through this fucking motions, and it's just how it is. It's the risk, unfortunately, when you report on cases. Sometimes you just, case in point here.
Isn't Lima's husband a multi-millionaire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, it ain't, they're not having GoFundMes.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that it just shows you how the whole civil system can be used as a weapon to attack people.
Yep. Yep.
And it's just unfortunate. And it feels, you know what I mean? This country does say you have freedom of speech, but sometimes it feels like you don't, if you have to worry about this, because I wish there was, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a sad situation that she's going through that stuff.
Yep.
But anywho, what were you guys talking about besides cookies earlier? I think you were talking about that whole thing with voices and Granny's watching and all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's bad.
That whole,
It's so bad.
You know what show?
SHIT.
Yep.
Apparently, I missed the first part of Queen.
A little
so
kid just
Rowena,
walked by her. I'll say it, shit show.
What
Sorry, little kid just walked by.
what did she do to Katie that was up here? She doxed her?
Yeah, basically my understanding was, and because I watched a little bit of it and I was in and out, but basically she Queen, you're not muted. Queen.
Hey, Queen, you're not muted.
Queen, you're not muted.
Mute, Queen. Mute. I think she just
Queen.
did. Nope.
Okay, she's muted. She's muted. The situation, my understanding was, it's like, I think, Rowena, you were up here and she explained it. So basically, my understanding of, and could be a faulty understanding, so if I get details wrong, do not crucify me, is that Granny's Watching did a live talking about how voices kind of was being detrimental to a certain, missing person case, and that the biological mother, my understanding.
Yeah, and Katie's saying that Voices doxed her
because
full name and photo today.
My understanding was that Katie texted the stepmother about Voices, and then basically Voices decided to show Katie's text without blocking out the face or the name, and then basically that was the dox. Is that my understanding?
Rowena, I missed Katie starting her story, telling. I missed that part.
She was saying that I don't say what you said again, BTM. I'm sorry, my mind just went a little bit.
Well, my understanding is that she texted the stepmother about talking about Voices, warning her about Voices, and then basically.
Well, I think she forwarded a video from another creator, and that because Voices was speaking about
is it the Tiffany
personal things, and she shouldn't have been speaking on them, and so she had I don't know, email or text, or I don't know, email, I think. And then the stepmother responded back, and then Voices is now mad, thinking that it's an attack against her. But it's not about that. It's about the advocate role. Don't be sharing people's shit. And as an advocate, you don't need to know the family gossip.
Right. And Voices
about who's doing
was
what's
basically wrong. Voices was basically blowing it off, saying Katie B, who's in the chat now and has been a longtime Queen supporter, was that it was okay because Katie's just a granny simp. But that's not even true. Katie doesn't even really support Granny. It had nothing to do with that. I mean, so Voices was justifying it, basically saying, "Oh, she's just a simp for Granny," and
it's okay to dox. So there's that. Wow, just wow, Voices. I didn't know that. Just wow, I didn't know you doxed her out. Damn it.
I just don't understand why she did that, to be honest, because she could have easily covered it up.
And it was about the Tiffany Taboo video, Tim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the Tiffany Taboo video and she said, well, she put, this is your advocate, well, or something like that, and she's like, I didn't say that. That was the title of the video. So it's just a twisting of words, but if that was my family member, it's like we said, if that was my family member, I wasn't on YouTube. I thought this was my advocate, and I didn't know she was saying things about my daughter and my grandchildren, then I would want to know. I don't care who told me, I would want to know. And then I would go look for myself, and then I would make that determination on whether I cut ties. It sounds like the mother did. So there's that. And I stand with family more than I do with voices. Sorry, or anybody on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry.
I don't know too much about the whole case because I know like Granny Watchman was going through something, and then Voices went through some details of it, and I was
Yeah,
like,
and see the Granny, and I am not. Granny knows, and when I made a comment in her live yesterday when she was pointing out all the lies, I mean, I even made my comment was, I know Granny, you know just as well as I know that we don't like each other at all, but we haven't for 3 years. Granny and I haven't gotten along. But I said, I told her that this, what Voices and TT and all them were doing, and even Brittany J. I'm very disappointed in Brittany J. But that this was wrong. That what they are doing, what Voices started, is wrong. And
it is wrong.
Granny even
I
told
even
me. She
said
said,
that
"Well,
yesterday.
that means a lot coming from somebody that doesn't like me at all." And I said, "Well, it's the truth. It's just the truth."
Well,
I
and
don't
you
I
could,
don't I don't jump on a bandwagon because I don't like somebody. I jump on the bandwagon of right and wrong, you know?
what I didn't like, it kind of made me feel icky, was when Granny's watching. Okay, go ahead and call out this present behavior. Don't go and pull clips from 2 years ago, 3 years
Right.
ago, and drag Voices for that. Uh, Stick to the present behavior, and then anything
Well,
above that is just
what
gross and it's
Granny
bullying.
was doing,
Sorry,
what Granny was doing in her
and I'm
first
not a
initial
Voices
calling
fan.
Voices out, when Granny initially did her live to call Voices out, she stated she is not covering that case, and she did not cover the case at all, and was just having to use details of the case to be able to prove what Voices was doing wrong. But she was not actively covering that case. And they took it and they made it seem like Granny was creating drama within a case, which is exactly what they were doing. Not Granny this time. Not Granny.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so very hypocritical. She's not
Yeah.
muted again, is she?
Yeah, it sounds like the sound's
Queen
coming
mute.
out.
No, I'm not going to sit here and listen.
Wait, Queen.
Queen, you're not muted.
You're not muted, Queen. Queen,
You're not muted.
Queen, you're not muted.
Fucking bullshit.
Mute.
Queen, you're not muted. Queen, you're not muted. Queen, you're not muted.
We're doing Granny.
Queen,
We're doing Grandma Sherry.
Queen, you're not muted. Queen,
You, Queen.
Is she now?
Queen. Oh my God.
He can tell when she is.
Okay.
Let me see. Like
Queen mute.
Tim, can you kick her?
Okay.
Can you kick her?
No,
She muted. No, she muted. She muted.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, y'all don't want me singing shit. That karaoke night was gummied up night. We don't want to repeat of that. Nope.
But anyway, I mean, I just in this instance, I don't. I mean, Granny, I can't listen to Granny a lot because she gets so angry and says some of the, but it wears me out. But as far as Granny calling Voices out for her shit behavior, I don't think that was wrong at all. At all. And she proved it. She proved it. Without a doubt. She proved it this time. Which Granny is not one to come with a bunch of receipts either. So this is I have no sides in the game. I have no I like this person, I don't like this person. To me, it's very neutral on either side. But
it's all messy over there. I don't want to go over there. It's all messy.
I know them from way back before.
Yeah.
And I've never been a huge fan of any of them. And
Yeah.
except, I mean, I did enjoy watching Brittany J, but I'm not gonna be able to watch her anymore.
Well, I mean, Queen, you there? Queen? Queen? Queen?
Yes, people. Yes. What's up? What's
You weren't muted, baby.
You were muted.
We've been singing.
We've been kind of singing once in a while. Just a heads up. That's what
we didn't hear anything but a bird,
and that's pretty much it. But then when we
it
started,
was probably like when I was making my little guy tater tots and.
Well, I was washing. I'll tell you what I was washing a bowl, and I was looking for noodles.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was doing.
Oh shit!
I know. As soon as I came up here, Queen, I'm hungry. I'm like, oh god, okay, fine.
It starts as soon as you turn this on.
No!
I need noodles, Mom. I'm hungry. Oh my gosh! I'm like, all right. Hold on 1 second.
Like I'm trying to hang out with my friends.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been on here a couple hours, so I mean, I don't mind.
I missed the first part. Yeah.
Just, mute and walk away. I need to make sure I'm like telling you guys that I'm walking away. But damn,
It's always something. It's
family
always
first,
something.
baby. Family first.
That's right.
Yeah. So you might not have heard that BJ Investigates actually won her slap motion against Lima in California.
Fuck yes. Yes.
She's gonna get it. They're gonna go back to get attorney's fees for like the suit in California, but she still has,
baby.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
And those are a lot of attorney fees.
Yes, they are. Hey, that's okay. You know what? If you want to fuck around, they're gonna find out.
But she's still got to deal with them in Jersey. Still, she has a next court conference with in Jersey.
That's okay. One down, many to go.
Yeah, but she's going through a lot. That's crazy. But the judge didn't buy their bullshit in California because, like, they were like, we have evidence that she doxed this investor, and they didn't show nothing. So BJ was like reading through the court transcript. She got that. So, very interesting. But yeah, it was good that she fucking won. It just sucks that it's like shenanigans because Lima like seems to like to sue people.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully she'll learn her lesson and move on.
Yeah, well, doubt that. It's really, I doubt that. I think she's gonna have to learn the hard way. Hitting every branch on the stupid tree going down.
Sometimes that's what it takes,
Absolutely. Some people need to learn that way.
I had to learn for myself sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just have to learn on your own.
Absolutely. Besides that, just the usual stuff, man. Nothing much. I was watching a rewatching of the documentary on the Giglio beach killer a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go out about. It's interesting. But I don't know if they connected more murders to him, actually. They suspect him, but I don't know if they connected it to him yet.
Yeah, I haven't heard them connecting him yet.
Did y'all say about the Brian Laundrie? Brian Laundrie, it's come out that the family hired the defense attorney that was Bin Laden's bodyguard, the same guy that defended him, that they hired that same attorney for Brian Laundrie, like 9 days, I don't know, I forget how many days before the Petitos even reported her missing. So they knew. Yeah. There's a New York Times, there's a post in Discord about it.
Really? Okay, I'll have to read that.
Yeah, Good Egg dropped it. I think Good Egg dropped it. We were talking about it in voice chat, I think, is where I saw it. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember 30 minutes ago, but it's from the New York Post. It's really good.
They absolutely knew they pled the fifth for the reason.
Yeah. Yep. Of course they knew. Yeah, but now there's like evidence that they knew. It's like we all kind of, but now there's like
it can be proven.
Proof, right. And that fool didn't have any money to hire. It's like somebody said, that fool didn't have any money.
No, they're gonna try. I'm like,
put in a retainer on an attorney, especially that high profile of an attorney. There you go.
Yeah, but like in that case, what are they trying to do? Like, are they thinking about suing the parents or something, or something?
I don't know. I don't know. I think the parents should be brought up on some kind of charges. I don't know about suing them, but I think they should have some charges brought
Well,
up.
I think
Yeah, the
Gabby
proof,
Petito's family is suing
Okay.
the
the
laundries.
Laundries. Yes.
What is the suit about? Like, do you have like a precise idea? Like,
I don't. I would have to like. I don't want to misspeak because it's been a while since I've even because
I
this has been
doubt.
in motion for a while. But it's more about
But it
like
just
just
came
that they
out.
knew and they kept information from
Right.
about their
Okay.
child. You know, that's like saying it not in legal terms, but
Let's
you know,
see.
whatever that would be.
Okay, it says Gabby Petito's family awarded $3 million in lawsuit against Brian Laundrie parents' estate. Okay, and it was just this article was from last year. Okay, so this recent
This is
information.
just out. This is like brand new as far as the attorney proof goes that they knew. Like there's concrete proof
Okay.
that, yeah.
Jeez.
So is this new thing? Is it? Well, what are they suing for now?
Are
I
they
don't know if
suing
they're
them?
suing. I don't know if they're suing them, but
Or
I
is this
know that the information
criminal
came out.
charges?
Right. So I don't know if like any
Oh,
charges can be right. So I don't know if it's I didn't get to read the
Okay, so the
entire
article you're
article.
talking about, Brian Laundrie hired Wyoming lawyer who defended Bin Laden bodyguard in Guantanamo. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes,
Okay,
that one.
so Brian Laundrie retained a high-powered defense team in Wyoming with his parents' money more than a week before his fiancee Gabby Petito was reported missing. According to the latest amended complaint filed in Petito's family's lawsuit against Laundrie's parents and their attorney Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt alleged Chris Roberta Laundrie and their attorney Steve Bertolino
Bertolino, yeah.
knew Petito was dead as well as the location of her remains, but gave Petito parents false hope she'd be found alive, all while attempting to protect their son, causing severe emotional distress. The new document filed Thursday after Petito's lawyer, Pat Riley, deposed the Laundries and Bartolino claims that Laundrie told his parents in a frantic phone call on August 29th, 2021, that Gabby was gone and he needed a lawyer. On September 2nd, 2021, according to documents, Laundrie parents relayed that information to Bartolino and sent him a retainer that same day. The filing states Bartolino entered into a fee agreement with Fleener Peterson, LLC, a criminal defense firm in Laura Mia, a 6-hour drive from where Petito's remains were found. She had been bludgeoned and strangled. Just 2 weeks before Petito's murder, a witness in Moab, Utah. Is it Moab? M-O-A-B. Moab, thank you. Moab, Utah, called police to report seeing Laundrie hitting her in public. Wyoming Farms partner Tom Fleener is an Army veteran who became a JAG lawyer and was profiled in JQ in 2017 for presenting Guantanamo Bay detainee Ali al-Balul. Fleener declined to comment on the Laundrie matter when contacted Friday by Fox News Digital. Bertolino confirmed to Fox News Digital Friday that he collected a $25,000 retainer from the Laundries, used it to pay Fleener Patterson. He said he has not collected any payment from the Laundrie for his legal role in the saga. Bertolino also contacted other firms, the state including a public defender in Teton County, where Petito remains were recovered September 19, 2021, according to the filing. So it says lawsuit timeline in question. And it says 8/27, Gabby Petito last seen alive in Jackson, Wyoming. 8/29, Brian Laundrie tells parents Gabby is gone in frantic phone call, so 2 days later. 8:30, Brian sends phony text to Nicole Schmidt from Gabby's number. 9/1, Brian arrives in his parents' Florida house driving Gabby's van. 9/2, Christopher and Roberta Laundrie retain Steve Bartolino. 9/2, Bartolino enters a fee agreement with Wyoming law firm on Brian's behalf. 9, 6, and 7, Laundrie family goes camping at Fort DeSanto Park. 9:10, Roberta blocks Nicole's phone and blocks her on Facebook. 9:11, Gabby reported missing. 9:13, Brian runs away grieving and later unalives himself, according to the FBI, leaving behind a notebook confession. 9:14, Bertolino releases a statement on behalf of the Laundries, expressing hope that Gabby is found and reunited with her family. So it basically seems like a cover-up to me. I mean, I'm surprised the parents weren't really kind of charged.
Yeah. And that may be what this is. I don't know.
That's what I think. I think charges should be brought.
Because, like, if you think about it, he calls in and he confesses, okay? Then they basically they're basically telling him, helping him kind of cover up a little bit, or at the very least, like, help him escape. So that's definitely kind of fucked up. Oh my God, they have pictures in this article of White Boy Radio and
Molly and MGO?
Of a certain person with a bullhorn.
Oh, gotcha.
And a picture of White Boy standing right next to him. How times have changed. I've seen made a live against her recently. Central to the lawsuit in September 14, 2021, statements which Bartolino, speaking on behalf of the Laundries, told reporters it was the Laundries' hope that Gabby would be found and reunited with the family. A statement that Petito, Schmidt, and Smith say is outrageous due to the Laundries' alleged knowledge of the Petito murder. Bartolino told Fox News Digital Friday the family felt pressured to say something even though they had the right to remain silent because of widespread media coverage. Throngs of people outside the Laundrie's home, including protesters carrying megaphones.
Megaphones.
Okay. He also said that in reaching out to Fleener Peterson and telling his client not to discuss the case, he did what any defense attorney would do, and that Richard Stafford, an attorney for Petito's family, said he would have taken similar measures during his own deposition in a lawsuit last month. Stafford did not immediately respond Friday to a press for comment. Neither did Riley, who is the handling civil lawsuit. Brian was incoherent, besides himself, and couldn't communicate, Bartolino said. Laundrie reportedly cut the phone call short, and as a result, Bartolino says his parents had no knowledge of Petito's murder. Bartolino is awaiting the court's decision on whether he can be forced to discuss his own conversation with Brian Laundrie. Interesting. Let me see. Yeah. So this is a third amended complaint filed 11/30/2023. And it says, come now, Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt, by and through their undersigned counsel, and file within the third amended complaint against the defendants Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie and Stephen Bartolino in support thereof alleges as follows. 1. This action for damages that exceed $30,000, exclusive of prejudgment interest, costs, and attorney's fees. The venue is proper of Sarasota County, Florida, because the defendants, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, reside therein. The court has jurisdiction over within matter pursuant to, the plaintiff, Joseph Petito, is running, basically the facts of the case. This is what the allegation is. 10. On July 2nd, 2021, Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito left New York in a van owned by Gabby Petito to take a trip to Western United States, which was suspected to last for a few days. Still facts of the case. TikTok, her age. Let me see. On August 27, 2021, it is believed Brian Laundrie sent a text to Nicole Schmidt in which he referred to Gabby Petito's grandfather, Stan, by name. Gabby Petito never called her grandfather by name. That was the whole cover-up thing. On August 29, 2021, Brian Laundrie advised his parents, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie, in a frantic telephone call that Gabby was gone and he needed a lawyer. On August 29, 2021, Christopher Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie spoke with Stephen Bartolino, advising him of Gabby Petito was gone and that Brian Laundrie needed a lawyer, and sent him a retainer on September 2nd, 2021, September 22nd. So these are basically what I read before. So they are suing. They're absolutely suing now again. A lawyer could say that he hopes they will be reunited with their daughter, could have been technically true if they believed she was dead. Dark, I know. Yeah, that could have been the situation. So Laundrie's family's camping trip was all for show. Well, that's what it seems like in this. I mean, am I misunderstanding, or is that what it seems like? Rowena?
No, that's very
Hey,
much
Quaint.
what it seems like.
Yeah, that's what it seems like to me.
Everything they did after he got back and when he
Yep.
was on his way, all for show.
Yeah, it just seems like, just reading it, it seems like it was all a cover up, basically, to try to get their son out of there and try to get sort of counsel and buy him time. So it's kind of fun.
While he was sneaking off in the woods, they were like, "We didn't know he was going." Okay.
And that's what's so hard is at the time, like, because I was watching it close, but at the time you couldn't tell whether they knew or not. And I think they gave everybody false hope, you know, and I couldn't imagine being those parents and trying to talk to these other parents about where their child is, and they know the whole time. I mean, that's so messed up.
Yep.
Burns says,
Queen, Big Kim, I gotta run. Cashmere, love you, little sister.
Love.
Yeah, I gotta bounce.
All right.
Love y'all. I'll see y'all
Love
later.
you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Burns says, Laundries try to settle with the Petitos, but the Petitos refuse. They don't want money. They want the truth.
Yeah.
Law enforcement costs as well. So
I knew that they had been suing for a while, like back into last year, but
moderator says, I think moderator disagrees, says, no, not for show. It was their last family time because they knew he was not necessarily on the live, but last time together.
You can't know if somebody's going to do that for sure. You can't ever know that.
I mean, if you have a kid, right? You don't have to tell me, but let's say you had a kid that called you up and said his girlfriend, he starts crying. He says, my girlfriend is gone and I need a lawyer. What's your first thoughts? Exactly.
It's like,
you're automatically thinking to yourself, okay, this person is not like walking away. And, I mean, like maybe if they were married, you'd be like, what, like a divorce? You need a divorce attorney? But like their boyfriend and girlfriend, they're gone and he needs attorney. So you're immediately like, assume, okay, he wants me to basically get him a lawyer. And instead of like doing, the proper thing, it sounds like they kind of not did the proper thing, which was to get the lawyer, but also get their son to turn himself in and with that. You know what I mean? And maybe give the family some sort of closure and
Absolutely. Yeah. I could never, I mean, as hard as it would be, because I do have a son, and as hard as it would be, I mean, you do the right thing. And that doesn't mean they couldn't stand beside their child while they went through whatever legal process and all of that. But you get them to tell the truth. I mean,
I know it's tough to turn your own kid in, but
yeah, you have to. I mean, I couldn't be a part of helping him cover something like that up. I couldn't.
Yeah. Listen, as a mom, I do not even want to think about ever being in the laundry shoes.
No, I don't either.
I mean, I agree, but it's like, you're putting another parent through even worse because they don't even know where they're,
are
at. You know what I mean?
There are other parents that are. Yeah,
I mean,
it's terrible all the way around. It's just terrible.
I mean, like, it's a lot worse when it comes, you don't know where, sometimes it's better to find out the bad news your child is deceased than to constantly think like, oh, this person's missing and there's nowhere to find them. You know what I mean? And he was willing to condemn that particular level of hell to this family. And that's kind of fucked up. But I don't know. I mean, it's for the jury to decide. The civil case they're probably going to. I don't know if the lawyer is going to be screwed over. I mean, I don't know how they can drag the lawyer into it, to be honest with you. If his client calls him up and says, hey, retain some services, I don't have to prove that one, but we'll see. But just crazy that even in like year almost 2024, I thought that too, Bito. I want no rather than wondering. Wait, didn't you all say blank screen didn't dox? Facebook wasn't doxing when the situation now. What are you talking about? The Facebook. The Facebook thing was basically he was messaging a mod or something like that. He was part of somehow he became part of their group for some reason. I don't know why and how he became part of their group. And they texted each other basically, like he basically that he didn't show. I don't think he showed anyone's faces. What are you talking about? So, like he didn't show.
Well, he accidentally showed Emmy's,
Well,
but
that
Emmy.
was recent, but they're talking about the whole the mod situation. Remember the mod situation?
Oh yeah. Okay.
That was a dox when you did that one. Yeah, that was dox. But that was like an.
But I mean, Emmy did. They're fine. They worked it out. Nobody's mad.
Well, I think according to her, she says she didn't. So.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's been so hard to keep up with all this stuff going on.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. A lot of things happened. I'm saying it's so awful that I can't even even do my own little thought experiment about what I would do.
I know, right? Good egg. It's off. Like that's why when B Tim was asking that question, I was just silent. I was like, "What would I like?" I don't even know.
Yeah, but yeah, I just want to correct Southern Princess. I think originally what happened was before the whole live where he showed her face, he made a post stating that he and Emmy talked and they were fine. And I think at that particular time they were fine.
Okay. So they're not fine now.
Yeah, she was in the chat, but the moment he showed her face, they became not fine at that particular time.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So that's what my understanding of that situation is. Let me see.
Okay, I didn't realize. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't realize she's not good with him now. Okay.
Did the Facebook messages have names? I don't even remember, actually. It's been so long with the whole. Remind me, did it have like the first and last name in a picture? Southern Princess? I'm not even sure. Remind me, tell me.
I'm not sure either.
How is it an accident when you show and go, there's her face? Yeah. The accident is he should have blocked it. That's what I'm thinking. But not good move, bro. Not a good move.
Mm-mm.
She said that they are not.
But he wasn't. Was he doing it maliciously? Because they were friends, right? At that time.
No, I don't think he was doing it maliciously. I think he fucked up. But
right.
I think he was just trying to go up there to, clean his name up with the whole thing, Eileen, and then suddenly he forgot to fucking put something in front of the face, and
Right, because I think that's where a lot of this doxing stuff gets thrown around. I mean, to actually dox, it has to be with malicious intent, right?
Well,
am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't think it was malicious he did it, but that's the situation. It sucks for Emmy, but
yeah, definitely sucks for her. Absolutely.
Not what she said last night. Well, I'm going by like the facts of what I saw on a community post on Blank Screen. And she was in that chat, and then she said she left that chat when her face was shown. So, I guess not. Maybe he was lying on his community post. Who knows? But
all I know is I'm tired of being nice to her and everybody having respect for her and being respectful to her when she sits in her fucking chats and lets Sinner go and run his fucking mouth and talk all kinds of big shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The little bitch he is. I'm done with that.
True.
He's awful. He is awful.
Yeah, he's also shit talking Forgotten Whispers for some reason. I don't even know what the hell Whispers even did to any of them.
Yeah, I saw her community post about, what did he say about her somewhere? Just terrible things.
Katie B says Emmy doesn't care either. She was in Voices chat supporting her this morning while I was being doxxed, so F her too. Apparently, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. He probably did it because he's an idiot, but who knows? I don't know this guy. All I know about him is that he hangs out with Eileen. I've never seen him around, really never seen his content.
Is she talking about Blank Screen?
Yeah. I'm just reading that comment.
I honestly don't think he was doing it maliciously or
I don't think, I think he just probably rushed
So
it.
as soon as Blank Screen was made aware that the pictures were not redacted, he said that he took it down. I mean,
Yeah.
a
I
lot
think
of us
no
reached
problem.
out though and let him know, like, hey, he's like, the ones I put out, I redacted them all. I said, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he was like, he just, as far as I knew, he shut the live stream down. The live stream down at that point.
He did shut it down, and then he went back up.
Did he delete it?
Yeah, he
Or-
deleted it. You can't find it. I think though, like it wasn't fast enough because Laura basically, sooner when she heard like,
Is that where she got it? That's where she got it, isn't it? And she showed it too.
yeah, accidentally.
Oh.
And then basically she edited out. I think she edited out her live. I'm pretty sure she did, because like I'm pretty sure she did that. And then Blank Screen deleted his live, but the kind of the damage is done because you know how it is with fucking Pandora's box type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not only that though, Bash and Aileen supposedly have been friends this entire time. So
yeah.
That makes me wonder if the phone call that Bash supposedly called her and she quote unquote left it unmuted, if that wasn't a setup as well.
Yeah. That could have been.
Coco, I don't have any double standards about anything. I'm just trying to get the facts.
I don't know. You'd probably have to ask her or ask him why he did that. I don't really know what. I have no idea what their relationship is.
She's just trying to, because of voices, but I don't care. So ridiculous.
Well, I mean, like the thing is, I think probably if voices came out today, like tomorrow, and said, like today, and said, "Yeah, I made a mistake. I forgot to edit out," then I would say, "Okay,
yeah, okay."
But
then there was no malicious intent. There was no anything. I'm not going to hold people to. I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I'm right there with you, Queen, about Emmy. If Emmy can support somebody and have somebody team up with somebody like Sinner, I have no respect for that. No respect for her.
I just think he's just starting shit for people who have nothing to do. Like Whispers hasn't gone after Emmy. Whispers been pretty much like she's in her quarter and then she reviews drama of the day. That's pretty much it, and she gives her opinions on it, and that's pretty much it. I mean, she's not going out there being like.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing people don't seem to understand. You watch it happen with me. You talk about stuff. You talk about people. You talk about other creators. Other creators are bound to talk about you. So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You put yourself in the line of fire. That's just what it is. She's going to be talked about. You know what I mean? People are going to, especially when she talks about other people or gives her commentary, then people want to turn around and do the same thing to her. You know what I mean? That's just how it is.
Me says Coco says, but it's not a problem if Blank Screen doxes, but it isn't when someone else.
She's saying that about me, and I don't understand.
Yeah, you don't. Hold on, she said, but you don't hand over your friends' private information. Yeah, exactly. So when she was up there spouting off, when she was up there spouting off that she was going to ask, get all my mods' information. She was going to dox all my mods. She was going to show up at NorCal's house. She was going to show up at Jones's house. She was going to show up at Cappy's house. And she said Blank Screen was going to give her all that information. Then she said, no, he wasn't. Then she said, yes, he was. She got caught in lies left and right. So I went to him and asked him myself. I said, were you going to give her the information? Were you going to dox my mods out? Is that what the plan was? What, you know what I'm saying? What's up?
Yeah.
And he said, no, he had no intention of doxing my mods out. She never asked for the information to dox my mods out either. So I'm not sure if that was just her talking out of her ass or lying or what. I don't know.
It could have been her boasting, so to make it look like she was like she had more power than she did at that particular time.
Mm-hmm.
No, and Coco, I think you don't realize that I don't think any of them what they did was right. I don't think what Blank Screen did on that live stream.
Right, and the main difference there is Blank Screen took his down.
Yeah.
Voices, to my knowledge, hasn't taken her docs down.
Yeah, one has shown some sort of like said, "Hey, I fucked up. I took it down.
Right.
Or edited it." Another has kept it up. So
exactly, it's not a matter of I don't like voices, so I think what Blank Screen did was okay, and heard that's so juvenile.
Yeah.
But if you make a mistake, fix it.
Yeah, that's simple as that. I don't know why she had to show her face. I don't know why she couldn't put the blank, like a little scratch off of the last name. She could have did the same live without that information there. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? She wanted to put her point across saying, oh, this person's contacting a relative and all this stuff. She could have done the same live for simply putting something over there and scratching off the last name of that person. But you know what I mean? But she hasn't. So it is what it is. Believe me, I'm pretty neutral when it comes to the voices. You know, you don't see me running around shit talking her constantly. I'm probably the least person to talk shit about voices around here. And that's the truth. Yeah, okay, so she's basically saying that she's disagreeing with your point of view that there's a need for malicious intent when it comes to a dox, basically. That's what her disagreement was.
Oh, okay.
That basically a dox is a dox, and there's no requirement if it's malicious or not.
That's just how I read the definition of dox when you like put it into Google definition. It says malicious. That's where I got that.
Is that correct, Coco? If I'm correct in that analysis, if not, then just tell me in the chat.
That's where I got my definition of it, was when I read it online.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Give me a second.
But regardless, I mean, I'm not even saying voices maliciously docked somebody, but if you realize it or it's been brought to your attention, correct it. And
absolutely. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, I get the live. I mean, because you have to respond to anything around here. If someone starts making allegation, and I'm not into the bushes. I don't know too much about the whole situation when it comes to that case, and that's why I don't really speak about it too much, because I don't know the details and nitty gritty of that particular missing person case, and I think I'm not going to speak about it out of complete ignorance. I mean, hearing these two sides fighting over, one says this, the other says that. It is what it is. Don't know too much about it, so my opinions on that are kind of neutral. Not picking a side on that one. Don't know. No one's putting out someone's name, etc. in Xmas. Let me see. I don't agree with her. You just saying that her views. I think it's POS. And it seems to be okay with blanks redoing it because he didn't mean to. Well, I mean, she's using the definition of what doxing is with malicious intent. But it seems like that was your point. You're basically saying that you don't need malicious intent to dox someone. That's what your point was. So, and she just explained to you what her thought process was. So, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And one person actually removed everything and actually blocked it, while the other person still has the live up. Is her point of contention. I'm living for your comments, Coco. Align with your thinking. Don't even know who that is. But anyway. Let me see. Good aid, definitely learning. Let me see. Jen, there's no educating. What are you talking about? Well, there's probably because the closest I got was the fakest shit ever. Yeah, that was fucking weird. That was so weird. I was explaining how it sounded. Yeah, no problem, Coco. I'm just trying to explain, have a conversation. I get it. We all have our opinions about things. No problem. Nice to see you, how do you say your name? Placidus? How would you say that? Placidus. Hopefully that's not some sort of... I feel like...
sounds like a disease.
Yeah, I'm going to look this up just so I don't have to saying something terrible constantly. I don't even know what that word is. Okay. All right. It's not a bad word. Good.
Okay.
Okay. I have to look it up.
I didn't know what it mean. What does it mean?
Let me see. Placidus means Latin for placid, gentle, quiet, still, calm, mild, peaceful.
Oh, okay. So it's a good word.
Yeah. I just had to check because I didn't want to start saying the word over and over again. Someone clips me and then says, "This is what this word means," and it's terrible. this terrible B. Tim person, horrible, evil man. I didn't want
Yeah.
that to happen. So that is the situation. So anyway, how's things going with you, Kashmir? Anything new going on?
No, same old, same old. Lazy weekend. Long week at work. Lazy weekend.
Fantastic.
Hanging with a teenage boy. Lord. He only talks to me now if he's hungry. What have you been up to?
Just the usual chilling weekend. Nothing much. Let me see. It's only a matter of time until YouTube true crime career. Let's not read that one.
Oh.
That's a very dark thought, Mr. Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
They are blind as to what what the hell are you people talking about? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise and Species. I don't know, man. Don't bring that subject up on the chat, please. I really appreciate you not to bring that up because that seems very dark. Thank you, Tony. So, anywho, yeah, pretty much that. Nothing much. Just chilling. Usually doing work. I do chores around the house, do some work, something like that. Nothing major, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I did, you all talk about Sinner sounds like it. A little bit of Sinner, not really. I mean, the guy's not that important, to be honest with you. He's just some guy who, constantly curses at women and for some reason, and then proceeds to get really angry and seems to not really follow the script of a show. Because I've watched a little bit of a show, and it was like literally it felt like two shows going at the same time. You had Emmy, who was trying to stick to the subject and the script, and then you had him was like, fuck Queen Bee, fuck this guy, right. It was like literally two people. It's like if you cut them in half, it was like two separate shows, and it's kind of like unreadable at that point. It's not like coherent. It's kind of like Emmy's kind of trying to ignore him, or like just like, okay, whatever. And she's probably like furiously typing at him, like, can we stick to the subject, please? So that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't really pay attention to him. I've heard about some of his comments, but most of it's like weird.
And it's actually it's actually, I mean, it's not funny, but it is kind of in a way humorous the way he, no matter what they're talking about or what Emmy's talking about, he's going to somehow try to bring in something to, criticize or cut down Queen in any kind of form. And I'm just like, you sound so ignorant.
One weird comment he said, "B Tim, my two sisters have guns and they're trained," or something about they can deal with bitch boys like me or something. I'm like, why are you bringing family into this? What are you talking about, bro? Chill out. It's like I heard that, and I think I heard it from someone. I gotta look for the comment. Something that, paraphrasing, could be a little bit off on it. And I heard that, and I was like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, is he well?
Yeah, because, I don't think he is.
Yeah, like, you're bringing in family into it. It's like, I don't ever bring in families into it. Just not into it. I deal with you. And it's just weird, man. Everything's weird with him.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not friends anymore? Okay. Let me see. Well, when he has zero respect for women and bad mouths people he doesn't even know them and threatens them, I don't like him. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you're not doing any favors. It's kind of like a situation. It's kind of like a situation where you're getting into fights unnecessarily. I mean, there's some fights you can get into, but like if you're fighting the entire fucking community and you're kind of being disruptive, you're not doing any favors, Like,
yeah, and it's hilarious to me too that he tried to start this big. It's just you can just see um the desire, the want to be relevant in somebody like him. Like he wants it so bad, and so Queen's over here not even knowing who this mf'er is, and he's over here trying to start shit with Queen, and Queen's like, who the hell is Sinner? When it all started, she's like, I don't even know this punk.
yeah,
And it's like,
yeah, and this main excuse was like, I'm against bullies. And I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
she's not a bully.
All right, sir. You have a good day. Like,
It's just
seriously.
secondhand embarrassment for him, big time. Big time.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. Right, Nina, not drunk because he claims he's former military, and I think he's not all there in the head. He needs help. I don't know. I don't know about his mental state. I just think his attitude is very weird. I don't think he's prepared for an online space. That's my point.
No.
Because he can't handle criticism. He can't handle anyone making fun of him. And he's kind of like just kind of burning bridges wherever he goes. And it's like, okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You do you. I mean, even like you see Laura, she doesn't constantly burn bridges. Like, she has allies. If one of her mods, let's say she had a panel guest start shit talking Tiffany Marie, I guarantee you she would shut that person down.
Mm-hmm.
Like if a nobody mod was on there just shit talking Tiffany Marie, she would probably definitely shut that shit down. Because she would say to herself, maybe I don't want to lose
everybody.
Everybody, I do need allies in this place a little bit here and there.
Right.
But that's not him, and he just doesn't think. Sinner is a prime example of what happens when you get an audience, and many have gone the same way. Yeah. I mean, he got an audience. He's got people to listen to him. I mean, I think he probably will get some people to watch him because people like a shit show.
Mm-hmm. Sure. That's all he does. He doesn't say anything intelligent or, educating or, there's, I mean, like, I really want to ask him, like, what is your purpose here? Like, what do you have to contribute? Just, shit talking?
Yeah.
Because that's not going to make me respect you or have any kind of credibility to me at all. I don't know.
Well, he brings me up. Truth is because I laugh at him basically when he does his comments. It's hilarious to me actually. That a man in his 45 is typing like this and acting like this and getting really mad about the internet. It's the most hilarious thing in the world to me when he's just basically getting mad at me for some reason. He makes up weird allegations like I flirted with Emmy. I'm like, I heard that from someone. I was like, never flirted with Emmy. Never ever did I do that. I keep my shit separate from this internet shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to be no one on around here. I don't want to end up like a morbid or certain people around here, that type of shit. And you know what I mean? So that's how it goes. So it is what it is. He made a lot of weird allegations against me. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he is laughable. That's all you can do with people like that is just laugh at them.
Yeah, well, that's what gets them weird, like gets them mad, really mad, because whenever you laugh at them, it just infuriates them. It just
because he's saying that stuff so he in hopes to get noticed.
So it's kind of like he's hoping to like hit a nerve with you and make you offended or angry, and it's like, am I really going to be offended and angry by a guy who named himself Sinner Man or Sinner? I mean, like, we're not we're not in like 1990s Crow movie or something. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, that's a good movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's like, bro, Sinner, right. Okay, whatever. I mean, you never did. Now she was open about her crush. You is that patient? Yeah, I mean, I just don't really talk. I mean, like, I keep things separate because it is what it is. That's how I do it. Between all I know is him and Emmy are super grateful that the Glare called them out and check them in their bad behavior. Well, I'm glad for that, glad for that. He's starting to remind me of Laura because she does the same thing, talks crap about people and get a reaction, and then uses it for content. I'm the victim. Well, Laura will do it a lot better than him. Laura's been around a lot longer than him, and
she knows the game. He
knows,
has no clue of the game.
Yeah,
he has no clue.
She knows the game. She's been around the drama community for quite a bit. She knows the game. Like, I'm just saying. So it's kind of silly.
He won't last a hot second. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, he's just burning bridges around, and he's just not really doing himself any favors.
Mm-mm.
That's the truth. Let me see. Let me see. Well, a lot of people like Laura more than Sinner. Like, that's just, I can't believe I said that out of my mouth, but that's probably the truth. Which is pretty bad for Sinner.
Heck. Yeah, this is super serious stuff.
You see, she knows the game and plays dumb when it gets called out for it. Abso-fucking-lutely, Mystery. It's just...
Oh, she's an expert at it.
I had heard people talk. Yeah, let me see. Because in Sinner's mind, this isn't a game. This is super serious stuff. Okay, bro.
I have to emphasize the capitals.
Super serious. It's like, bro.
So serious.
Like, most of the shit's not serious. With the BHP.
No, YouTube drama isn't serious at all. But yeah, you get into, the, like what you were going to say, the stuff that the tragedy pimps do and all that kind of stuff. That messing with families and doing that kind of stuff
can get serious. But when it's like, okay, this content creator hates this content creator, and they're going to make videos about each other in live streams, that shit's not serious. That shit's just basically two people having a verbal argument online. I mean, there's no difference between two people. It's like, I always look at the scenario like it's like what I'm going to use Granny's Watching Voice as an example. Just imagine a scenario where these two people are literally in a stadium. They both have microphones yelling at each other, and there's an audience, a football field audience of people just listening to these people yelling and pointing out criticism against each other and shit talking about each other. And that is pretty much it. Like, that's how I look at it. It's just, in the end of the day, the only thing that happens is hurt feelings, and one gets, and pretty much that's it. And people throw super chats at the content creator that shit talks the most or they like the better. And that's pretty much the situation. Yeah. It's kind of like a modern day Coliseum, but for drama. That's pretty much it. Oh my God, I would run out of that stadium fast. Yeah.
See, that's where, like, I would totally stay because I'm nosy. I'm nosy as hell. I'd be like, I'm staying for this, but it's not super serious at all.
Yeah, like it's like that. It's like mostly just people just yelling at each other and just kind of like shit talking each other. And like how drama usually goes is like sometimes you'll be enemies with someone one moment, and next moment you'll be friendly, and that's how it goes. I mean, how many times do you see like some people like literally are enemies? Like fucking, they despise each other, and then 3 months down the line, they're like acting like best friends, and they're fighting a greater enemy, and that's pretty much the situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then what I've noticed too is like for the subs, it's kind of interesting too because you watch the subs and they're shit talking that person.
Yeah.
And then okay, the creator you support made up with the person, so now that person's great again, and we didn't really mean all these things we said. And then they're in a fight again, so now we're gonna hate them, and it's just like back and forth. I mean, how can that be serious to anybody? I mean, unless somebody's doing some serious stuff, and that's not what I mean. I don't make light of when people go real life and stuff
I mean,
like
I think
that.
that's when it gets a little bit serious. Like if they're just
Mhm.
shit talking, someone says, "Oh, this person's ugly," or "This person is,"
Right.
and they go into that shit. That's nothing. But if they're like, "I'm going to research the subs and go after your
Mhm.
dox the subs. I'm going to dox you out. I'm going to call CPS. I'm going to do all this." Then you eventually get into the reality of real lifers, and that shit is toxic as hell. And
Mhm.
no one's fucking part of that shit. That's like literally the same scenario I told you with the arena, but this time, like, this is an example. I'm not saying they're doing it. Like literally, like voices and grandma's watching. Like literally starts like running into the stadiums and start hitting them with the fucking mic.
Yeah.
You just,
Right.
like just do assault. I'm just
Mhm.
making a scenario.
Yeah. Now
Like,
you've committed a crime.
now you're going a little too far. You're beating up on the audience. You start
Right.
like that's the scenario. But if it's like
Uh-huh.
shit talking, it's how it is, man. And usually what happens is that each side picks a side who they like. There's people that like grandma's watching and will watch her and believe in it and basically agree with the majority of what she says. And there's people that will watch voices, no matter what voices says, and agree with the majority she says because they hate granny's watching. And then they
Uh-huh.
basically got these two camps that basically watch videos about them shit talking each other, and then content creators get dragged in, and then they're like, pick a side. Granny's watching her voices. Who's right? And mostly they pick based upon who they like better, more than
Mhm.
arguments. And then you'll see like literally videos on videos, and it's just how it is. That is
Yeah, and what I don't think people have seen is like that kind of stuff has been going on for years and years and years as far as like people like their sports teams. They get very serious about their sports teams and they're gonna, you know, shit talk the other team. And you've got two teams that are like big time rivals and shit can get serious even in that. And but typically 9 times out of 10, you go to a game, you shit talk, you hope your team wins, and then you go home and forget about it, you know? But it's when you get into, taking things to a whole new level where people are assaulting people and everything like that, that is just beyond me. Like I don't know how you could be that loyal to anything, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's because like at the end of the day, it's like yeah, I think any real life or type of shit can be like very toxic, and it turns a simple like fight, like an argument online, to this sudden like vendetta situation, and
mhm.
that's usually what happens.
'Cause I mean, if as much as I love Queen, on here and as far as her channel and as far as her as a person as to what I know, I mean, if she just all of a sudden snapped and started going nuts on people, I'd be like, "Listen, you're still in my heart, but peace out. I can't support this." You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
these people don't even know each other. These are avatars and somebody on their screen. He should be anything on the internet. Not sure what that means, but um, yeah, and I think Sinner. That's the thing with Sinner. He just doesn't quite understand number one, the drama game. That is
Mhm.
a drama situation. Also, number two is that he doesn't know the people he should probably avoid shitting on. I mean, like
Right.
imagine if he started going after Nicolina and doing that same shit.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Sir, I would tell him, sir, do not do that. Like,
There's part of me though, the, you know,
yeah.
bitchy side that wants to tell him, "Yeah, go
Navy up
do
here
that."
now.
What?
I said, oh, somebody was trying to come up under Navy's name.
Oh, okay. I didn't see anyone. I didn't check the back. Sorry. But like, or like, let's say Sinner went up to Truth and Transparency and started shitting on her. It's like, sir, you have no idea who you're fucking.
Right. Yeah.
Like, some people you just kind of like say to yourself, I'm not going to bother with,
Mhm.
And he
Oh,
doesn't.
yeah, there's some people that I don't care what they did to me, they could do the most terrible things to me, and I would not respond because I don't want that whole back and forth because of what they're capable, and they have no boundaries at all,
Yeah, like
you
certain
know?
people, they have no boundaries, and it's like certain
Mhm.
people you kind of have to know what you're getting into when you go and start reporting them. But if you go to like, but Fender does not know that, doesn't know the drama game, he doesn't know about the, people. He should be a little bit cautious about when he says things, and he's just going to get himself into a bad situation. He doesn't quite understand that. He just doesn't.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's called being a little cautious, and he is not being cautious. Let's just say that much.
Yeah.
And he thinks that's
Yeah, Navy was in here for a bit, but I don't know if that was him trying to come up.
Oh, okay. I
Somebody
didn't
said.
back. I was kind of just paying attention to the chat, just reading the chat, so I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, somebody said he was in here for a bit
Oh
too.
shit! Sorry about that, Navy. Sorry about that. Let me see. And if people aren't getting along, okay, it's what it is. But sneaky shit, yeah, pretty much. You'll never see. Yeah, like a lot of the. Let me see. Yeah, so that's also the thing with Sinner. I think he's just not thinking correctly.
Mm-mm.
Like if I was to give advice to Sinner, I'd say chill down on the hate you have for like the language you start shitting about people like that, because you're burning a lot of bridges, and try to focus on entertaining people and trying to like report on situations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And I really want to ask, like, I wish Sinner would come up here sometime, because I would like to ask him, like, what's his reasoning? Like, that's what I mean by, okay, he doesn't really have a channel where he calls out things or covers things or creates things it's almost like he just inserts himself into drama, like what's your point? And do you realize how stupid you sound? Like,
Let me see. Hey, Georgia, what's it? She says, I don't believe you're correct about GW, sorry, and Voices beat him. I watched both of their streams about this whole situation, and GW is correct in all of this, and Voices is wrong and did nothing wrong. And GW did nothing wrong. Sorry about that. I misread your comment.
Well, he was saying he didn't know enough to take a side. So
yeah, I don't know enough to take a side to be like, okay, Voices is wrong about this particular. I only saw like rudimentary thing. I'm just saying, like, I was using them as an example of a drama situation, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I could have used someone else, and the whole thing is, I just don't know. But if you actually,
they're the ones that are fighting back and forth a lot right now. That's the only reason, we use them as an example.
Okay, let me see. If you actually listen to GW's stream about the situation about Voices, her stream was simply to expose Voices for who she is, and GW had her reasons. She did not exploit that case.
Yeah, and Georgia, that's what I said earlier before B Tim got here, but B Tim wasn't here when we were talking about that. When we went over that, B Tim wasn't here, Georgia. So I mean, if he wants to, he can go back and listen to some stuff, but if he doesn't, then, I mean, whatever, but we did say exactly what you're saying that earlier.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on either way, and if I did misspeak and say I picked a side, my apologies. I don't know about this. See, the thing is, like, the reason why I don't speak anything, because I have no idea about the missing person case situation. Like, I would have to like read into the missing person case and then verify the allegations of what Granny's watching is true or not when I watch her stream, and then I would have to watch Voice's stream and use that as an analysis basis on my research on the case. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's the situation. So if I basically if I just watched Brownie's watching and then watched Voices, then I'm just basically choosing a side out of ignorance.
Right.
So I would have to actually research the actual missing person case and see what the situation is. And if I make a comment about it, then I'm just picking which side I favor based upon biases more than
you have to know all the pieces of the puzzle to put it together. I mean, you have to have that. And
now, I did hear people were giving GW shit for making super chats when she was doing that, and I say that's a stupid thing to say because, no offense, it's just how a lot of situations like that occur. I think it's a very moot point. I don't think there's a problem with her collecting super chats or money during the stream. So I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either. Did you see what Indy said?
What did she say?
She would like for you to read all of us Gangster's Paradise, please.
No, absolutely not. They either didn't watch.
It's actually a good song.
Georgia, to the chat, basically split 50-50 on that. So definitely not one definitive opinion. And if you want to jump up, Georgia, you can. if I just like educate me on certain things, if you like.
Yeah, because George, I actually am in agreement with you. I fall on the side of you. I don't think. Now, I am not a Granny's watching supporter, and she knows that, and she and I go back a couple years. So, but I did go into her chat yesterday, and I told her, even though we don't like each other, I feel that they are 100% wrong and you're 100% right in this instance, in this what's going on right now. And I don't have a problem, even if it's somebody I don't like, I don't have a problem telling them that they are in the, that from based off of my own opinion, they are in the right and the other person is in the wrong. But I'm with you on this one. I feel the exact same way you do. But I'm honestly not a supporter of any of those people necessarily. I left that community a long time ago, and like the TT and Brittany J. Well, I did still like watching Brittany J's crime stuff coverage, but she's kind of disappointed me with this whole
Brittany
thing.
J.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know too much about her, to be honest with you. I think
Yeah, we came from the same community a long time ago, and so
Yeah, aren't you guys both from like Natasha Cooper's?
yeah, and I knew her before she even started her channel when she was kind of co-hosting with Melissa Jade.
Yep.
Remember when she was with Melissa? And so then I enjoyed watching Brittany's true crime coverage, and she stayed out of the drama for a long time. Or for a while.
Yeah, she
But
came to me and asked me one day, and I was like, you know what? That's all you got to do. You got to stay out of the bullshit. You got to stay out of the drama. As soon as she did, her subs shot up. Well, then she put it on subs only mode, and she was doing true crime. She was doing good. But then when it got to the Kylie Rodney case, it was like,
holy shit, yeah.
She got like she kept she was fucking going hard. And it was a lot of people left because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it is to each their own. Everybody runs their channel differently. You know what I'm saying? But and you're allowed to run your channel how you want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay. And if somebody's upsetting you or fucking with you or hurting your feelings or doing something that you don't like and you don't agree with, you know what I'm saying? I respect the ones that don't just leave right on a whim. You know, they'll give it a second chance that, you know, or they'll sit back and they'll watch for a day or two, you know what I mean? And see if it's just because everybody has bad moments. Nobody's perfect 100%. You're not going to agree with somebody 110%. You shouldn't either. I feel like there's, I've never done the where everyone agrees all the time. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, that's boring.
Well, and also you can't unless I mean, in my opinion, if you agree with somebody all the time, you're kind of lying and you don't really have your own original thoughts about anything. Because I mean, I can have a best friend or my sister or a family member or something, and there's no way we're ever going to agree all the time about all kinds of life things. You know, we're all different.
Right.
And
well, I agree with that too, Ben Dreamin. As I always say, your mental health is not my responsibility. Don't use it as an excuse for crappy behavior. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, and I like the fact people disagree. Like, for instance, Georgia went in here and disagreed with me, and it was good because, you know, you got to have a little bit of a discussion and a talk. You can't have a fucking hug box where everyone agrees with you because then you get a hug box and then you become delusional. and then you're just you start saying crazy things because everyone's saying yes man. So it's good to have people disagree with you. You know what I mean?
Well, and like as like I view Queen as like, you know, she's the boss and the manager of her channel. Well, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I'm responsible for my channel and my channel only. I'm not responsible for Joneson and what she does, or Cappy what she does, B Tim what he does. I'm not responsible for everybody else. And I know that some people feel like I am. And you know what I'm saying? They want me just to, you know, they want to come and tattletale on people to me. And you know what I'm saying? They think I'm going to fix all the be all, fix all. I'm going to fix everything. And I'm going to make everybody like everybody. And, you know, we're all going to hug and hold hands and everything friends and shit. And I mean, that's not like, I can't, that's not my place. I'm here to have fun like everybody else.
Exactly.
I'm not here to tell people what the fuck to do, who to like, where to go, what to do. Now, do I think that it's fucked up that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I do. I do believe people should have a right to go wherever they want to go. Do I feel like it's fucking, there's a part of me, you know, if you're going to places where people have fucking doxed and done stupid shit like that, where you know it's been happening and it's been down, and you know that's part of your excuse for leaving, then I think you're a fucking hypocritical fuck, and I don't really want you around anyways.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree
I'm not
with that.
perfect. I've been a hypocrite. I've done hypocritical shit. I've fucking, you know.
Yeah, we all
that shit. I'm not a perfect fucking person. I never will be.
No, and like, you know, in my job,
then you ain't in the right place. This ain't the right place for you.
Right. And like you know, this is your job, and like in my job, I have had bad days. I have done things where I'm not perfect. Not all of us have. And you know, if my team or, you know, the people that support me, so to speak, were always there saying, you know, no, you want them to tell you, hey, this wasn't right, but we're going to get through it, whatever, you know. I'm not here because I think you're perfect. I'm here because I think you're a good person, and that's all that matters. And that's how I want my team to feel about me, you know. And you don't need to tell me I don't know. It can be applied in outside of YouTube too, and I think people just put unrealistic expectations on YouTube creators sometimes.
Yeah, I think so too. Unrealistic expectations. But I believe that people are allowed to fuck up. People are allowed to, you know, change their mind. People are allowed to grow differently and go in different directions. I do feel like that, you know. I mean, I know that she must have flung herself off. I know when people kept fucking, you know, tattletailing, trying to tell on Jones, and it was best for us to just kind of, you know what I mean, do our own things, because people keep, you know, wanting to intertwine her channel with mine. That's not the case. Her channel is her channel. That's Jones's channel. Those are her subs. Those are her people. You know what I mean? My channel's here at Queen Bee. These are my subs. You know what I mean? Like, we share a lot of subscribers, and I respect you guys. And I know that, some people are feeling like they're caught in the middle, but I don't think you should feel that way. I think you should be sub to both of us. I think you should stay sub to both of us unless you feel compelled otherwise. And if you're not comfortable here, then by all means, you know, I don't want you to fucking stay anywhere that you're not comfortable. You know, I just, it is what it is. I love all my beautiful peoples. You know what I'm saying? And I know that some people are, you know, caught in the middle. They feeling like they're caught in the middle. And I hope that y'all ain't feeling that way.
Even Boston?
No, I don't know about Boston.
Oh, okay, cool, good.
Why? What happened? I mean, what?
You said you love all your beautiful people, and I said even Boston.
Oh yeah, even Boston. Yeah, hell yeah.
That was a little hesitant. You were a little hesitant there.
Shit, even Boston. Even when he rides my last ass and motherfucking nerve, and he's toe tapping on the last goddamn nerve he can.
Y'all are funny. Y'all are definitely like brother, sister. It's funny.
I'll tell you what, he used to, oh my God, he used to drive me fucking nuts. I'm not even joking. Like, oh my God, my brother used to do the same shit. And I'm like, oh my God, get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Love you to death, but you're driving me nuts.
Oh yeah.
I like that. Sounded like you were about to strangle someone or something. Like, you drive me nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I felt a couple times. Yeah. But you know what, though? I'm sure you probably felt that way with me. I'm sure there's lots of people who probably feel that way. You know, they're like, God damn. I mean, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's like we're all going to get on each other's nerves, especially as much as we hang out here, which I wouldn't trade it for the world. But, you know, I mean, like, y'all are my people, but we're going to get on each other's nerves.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What happened to, someone asked, Jojo says, what happened to Mao Noodles?
May Noodles. You always mess that up. It's May Noodles.
She needs to get like an easier name to say, like
MEH, May Noodles.
Yeah, but it's kind of tough for me to say it. I'm just saying.
You can say May Noodles.
Well, why don't you just spell it like May?
Why does she want to spell it her own way? Why can't you just say it as May?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, you know, like it goes both ways. Be Tim, be Thug.
Now Tim's acting like the bratty brother.
No, sure. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go, you guys, because my internet is doing something funky. That's why it kicked me off a minute ago. So it keeps
I was
going in
wondering
and
if
out.
you yeeted yourself.
Yeah. Well, I was just sitting there like holding my phone, and all of a sudden my phone just went black and my Wi-Fi cut off. And of course, then you hear "Mom." I'm like, oh God.
Absolutely, that's how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
yeah.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, love. We'll see you later.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Queen, you got a super chat.
Let me see here. I was going back over here. Oh, in a perfect world, we would all get along. It's not a perfect world, and YouTube is messy. It's why I avoid chatting. Yeah, YouTube is messy as hell. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, love, and thank you for supporting the Hive.
With an understatement of motherfucking year. Yeah.
Y'all, this weekend, I've told Nick to turn off the bathroom light, throw his trash away, and stop spilling shit everywhere. But I love the guy.
See,
yes, like, man.
I'm gonna get him.
He already fucking knows he ain't supposed to be doing. Clean up after yourselves. Clean up after yourself, Boston.
Yeah, Boston. Everyone tell him in the chat to clean up after himself. Everyone in the chat tell Boston to clean up after himself. Clean up after yourself, Boston. And stop drinking out of boots. Everyone starts saying that in the chat.
Oh, okay. Did we ever get to the bottom of it? Did Voices ever say she was done working with? Did she admit that the mom told her that she was done working with her, or is that
no clue? No clue. Don't know. I think Cash. I think the people that actually could have answered your question all dropped down. I have no clue.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no clue. And I mean, like, my point of view is I'm not really going to take either side. I'd have to like look into the actual true crime case and then watch their lives and then say, oh, is this true or is this false? Because unfortunately, it's like I don't know nothing about the true crime. That particular missing person case, I don't know anything about it. And for me to pick a side who's right and who's wrong, I would have to actually have some sort of knowledge on the case, and I do not. And I don't.
Well, from the rundown that we got, this woman was with her ex and her 2 children on her way to Cody, Wyoming from Alabama, and she never made it, but the boyfriend and 2 kids did.
Okay.
So she was lost, left, walked away, something. She, you know, I don't know what the boyfriend's story is. I have no idea, but that's why I'm not sharing any GoFundMe's or any Cash Apps or PayPal's or anything like that yet until we kind of figure out what's going on. And I know that they said the cash or the GoFundMe was frozen at this point, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we have to catch up.
Yeah. I just don't want to get into something like that if we don't know the full details, you know?
Yeah, and that's why I'm like reserving my options of who to choose from which side, because it's like I just don't want to speak out of ignorance and don't want to say something stupid. I've said enough stupid things online. I don't need another group of stupid things to be said. It can probably be an entire montage of me saying stupid shit on this fucking platform. So I want to limit that to at least a 5-hour video, not a 9-hour video.
Right.
B-Tim Navy was asking if he and Nick were still doing a live about Sinner. He asked Queen earlier, but he wasn't about. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what Boston wants to do. It depends on the time. I'll jump up whenever he wants, but it just depends on the time and at the end of the week. Does he forget to replace toothpaste lid? Squeeze the tube from the middle, but 97%. Oh man, that sucks for you. Anyway, is there? Are we gonna into anything else? Because I'm completely ignorant about that subject, Queen. Also, I feel like this music, this Christmas song, is going to drive me nuts by the end of the.
As I said, I really don't even hear it back there playing.
Oh, I hear it. I've heard it for the past hour.
Oh, you can hear it that loud? You want me to hear? I'll turn it off. I didn't know. I can't really hear it myself, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I've been listening, because I have headphones on, so I can literally hear it.
Oh, well, then tell me that. You should have told me that earlier. Let's close mouth, don't get fed. How am I supposed to know? Shit. Is Boston faking on us going live like Willow does? I don't know. Shit.
Bah humbug. There will be no more Christmas spirit in this chat. Christmas is canceled, guys. Call me,
I don't know. We were there. We'll be there to support. We always told him we would, so we'll be there to support if he ever fires one up.
Yeah. Call me Crumpus. I'm the Crumpus of this chat. You know who Crumpus is?
Yes, I learned who that was, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. Anyway, anyone got info on the Zek Best case? What's the Zek Best case?
I will tell you this. I've been watching Alex, and she's doing the calls for the Letitia Stop case.
Oh, okay.
And so she's been they actually like put their money together and ordered the
transcript
calls and stuff. Well, yeah, all the calls from the jail and all that.
Oh, wow, that's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, it was. It was. I think the first the first one was I think she said like 300. The second one was like $1,000. There was I think it was like $1,000 altogether. Maybe one was like 600. The other one was like 300.
Yeah.
Like anyhow, it was quite expensive, but she's got all the calls and stuff, and all her jail calls and stuff. So, I was thinking about going over that or like watching some of it. I don't know. Have you guys caught up with it? Does anybody else watch it, or we need to figure out where people are at with cases and stuff? Because I'm going to start going over my own shit. So.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be paying more attention to that young thug thing because that was just a disaster in that courtroom.
Yeah, see, tomorrow. Okay, so I don't know if you were here earlier, but tomorrow we are going to we're going to go over stuff and catch up on it. I won't be able to do it till tomorrow evening because I'm busy for the majority of the afternoon, but tomorrow evening we were going to go over the first couple days, and so Monday we're caught up for when it starts Monday.
Cool. Yeah, it's just funny. I mean, like, there's so many shenanigans before even the trial started. It's just like hilarious. It's crazy. Like from jury selection to a lawyer being arrested in the middle of the court case to a guy handing out Percocets in the middle of the courtroom full of lawyers and attorneys to another person while it's being filmed. And that was just before even the trial started. Just crazy. That case is nuts. When does Young Thug case fire up? Actually, it's already fired up. It's up to its fourth day, actually. It took them almost a year to do jury selection. I'll give an example. One juror basically was picked. It was like jury 65. They went through 2,000 jurors, basically. But juror 65 basically was picked. And the juror went on vacation the next day without telling the court. They went the marshals to her house. She comes back. The judge is like, instead of charging you $1,000 as a fine, I'm going to demand you write a 30-page document stating the importance of jury selection. I want it to have 4 different parts of importance, and we're going to make it go through the plagiarism to make sure you're not plagiarizing, and you're going to come back here and read it to me. So that's just one episode of the craziness, like one tiny little bit. It's fucking nuts, that case. That case is bonkers. But let me see. Happy holidays. Oh, there's no happy holidays. No happy holidays around here. I'm joking. I'm fully caught up on the jail calls with Letitia. Oh my God, they are insane. Oh, where did you see the actual jail calls? What channel is doing that? I would probably listen to it. I would kind of want to pay attention to it. Do. B-Tim is YouTube Crumpus. Yeah, I am the YouTube Crumpus. There will be no happy holidays around here. Docket. Oh, so it's on that website. Oh, okay. The docket. Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks. B-Tim, she must have been embarrassed to have to write a paper like a child. Well, would you rather write a paper like a child or pay $1,000? I think most people would probably write a paper. He's assigning homework to people. I think he did the same thing. Like, I think Good Egg was telling a story a while ago. Like, he did something to like a lawyer that was late. It's just like, it's just insanity. This case, insanity. The opening statement was hilarious. Thug to my client means truly humbled under God. Pushing P isn't about pushing drugs. It's about pushing positivity. It's like, okay, bro. I'll post it on Discord. Oh, all right. Thanks, man. Queen is gone. She's gone. She's gone. B Crump.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, good. Anywho.
I'm here. But anyhow, yeah, I was going to say I'm going to get off. We've been on here like 3.5 hours, and before we were doing our members, only one like an hour before I messed it up. So
yeah, I saw that go down. I was like so worried. I was like, what the hell happened?
Myself. Yeah, I did it myself. Fucking stuff up. That's what I was doing.
I was like, what the fuck happened? The live's gone? What did you guys do? What did you guys say?
Nothing. That's why I said we didn't really say or do anything. That's why I knew I fucked it up.
Yeah. Anyway, good talking to you, Queen. You have a good one.
You too. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll chat in Discord or I'll pop in there later or something.
All right, you guys.
All right. Bye, you guys. I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you. I just seen the PayPal that came in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I just seen it, so I wasn't going to be rude. And yes, absolutely, it helps. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.